case they don't give you the information, you also get the opportunity for complaint. So today we will delve into their platform there, so and explain to people them how they go able for make good access to them. Well, for joining me in the studio for talk about it today, so I get with me first I get Abdul Isaiah Mansari, we now the developer and of course the consultant we help RIC for put this together. Isaiah, welcome to the program.
Fambuliona, good afternoon.
Well, I also get with me Amara Thoronka, where I'm a colleague who they work and in the Public Information and Communications Officer, the Right to Access Information Commission. Amara, welcome to the program.
Good afternoon, David. Good afternoon, viewers.
And last but not the least, we get the voice. We're very common to most of now. We're in the civil society voice. We also don't monitor the work where RIC they do. For giving the civil society perspective, we get Charles Kev Kobai, we're an executive director for Forward Salon. Charles, welcome to the program.
Thank you. I'm well do.
Okay, well, you self way then also any side day you can join me in the program. You can send me text to the number 0784078847, where it can be in the form of a question or clarification. The number again is 0784078847, or you join me now on Facebook page where now Slbc TV na Facebook, so you say we'll follow the discussion. Well, let me go straight to the program. I will start with you, Amara. We come from Right to Access Information Commission, because before we talk, we go deep into the conversation. We need to know when we talk about updated access to information platforms, what do they refer to?
Well, thanks once more, David. The updated as the name with the area, it be done day. But wait till we decide for do now that we update them. Waiting be done day before na the paper-based formats where if you want access information, if you want make request, or they make request to a public entity or public authority, if they want to reply to that information, they na paper-based mostly, manually, and then be they do them over the years. So the first thing we would do as a commission now for put them in a digitalized formats, but the way I be there first, you need for go on our website and then you download the form first, then you fill them, after which you send them to the public authority where you want request information from, and the public authority also can go on the site and download the acknowledgement form, as we can call it. If you ask for information, you fill form A, as we can call it, when the request form. The public authority also go there and download form B, when the acknowledgement form, for so say they don't receive that kind request for information. And also the public authority you also go and download form C, when the response form, when the form where now the public authority will use for either give the information or not give the information. The form D, now that form where you will apply for the information initially go now go and fill. In case you not give the information, though you think say them for give them, you go fill that form they and complain to RIC, and I make call and complain form. So it be there that format there where it gets a lot of constraint with some people. Okay, so in the as a forward thinking person, we now with chairman and information commissioner Dr. Igwe Sagashaw, decide within team of commissioners and staff, decide say Moku bring in within the technical people can refer to as a real time. Something where no sooner you go there, you no need for download, I can just fill them and then you see a button and then send them. So now that stage there we there now, where you can go now with site and all them 4 forms then they what they talk about. So then they now you can just go and then fill, they see the instructions and then you see a button they tell you say submit. So now that process they will then now. So now the upgraded nature of the form cell and the rights now.
All right, I will hold it there for now. We'll come back to you, Amara. Let me talk to the web developer and of course the consultant we work with RIC. From the background where Amara Dongi should say from the paper-based work where they consume a lot of time, this now real time, as in said by column. Go, you fill it from the submitter instantly, the MD they get them. How this go aid access to information? How they expedite access to information, Masalo?
Thank you, David. This is a very good opportunity for digital platform of this kind for be available in Sierra Leone. Okay, when right to access information contact we glittering follow we develop this kind of platform, immediately we look at few things then we very important at the inception. One of them is about security and data protection. Okay, we consider and we sit down, we look at how can people information be protected and how we go able for make them feelable real time and let people able for get them immediately. So we build up the system and then we put them for let it be available on a single platform within the website. Where if you want for access and you go to iaic.gov/SL and then you go able for access the form. You get different places than at the website to say you go able for access the form. One of them at the IIC menu where you get the FOI forms. If you look for the FOI forms, then at the header, then at the footer. Then also then at the header, just on the left hand side, also you have access to information where you go able just click that particular name that you go able to get the form in real time. This form you go able for fill and it go able for you respond at once with reference number. So reference number they be generated and the PDF format also they be sent to you immediately.
All right. Okay. So how this they help? How fast it is when you compare them to the paper base?
Oh yes, it's very fast because the very moment where you fill the form, you click send. You get respond immediately. You get your reference number. You get all the details. Then when you fill your request, where you make like form A, for instance, and then it go immediately also to the relevant ministry or MDs. You go immediately to them. When it go to them, then they're able to reach you within the shortest possible time. Because before, as my colleague don't say, as Amara say, you get for go first, you download the form. And then you get for fill the form and you send the form. That's a long process. It take time. This one I just go on the website, fill the form and send it. Yes.
All right. I think say that they will really help for expedite the process. For let the process go quick one. Yeah. I'll bring in with civil society representative in the studio. Charles Kev Kobai don't be part of the coalition we advocate for let them pass the right to access information law years back, almost 11 years ago, because in 2013 they pass them and they formed the commission inside 2014. And since then, you know, just advocate and left, you always they monitor the progress where the commission they make, because as civil society advocacy, they always want to see the space open. Charles, you don't hear it from Amara, you don't hear it from Isaiah as well. We don't show how fast this will help and how it will open the space for a country which secrecy don't be almost like a culture before this time. How now from civil society point of view receive this news?
This now very good news and now the right step in the right direction, and you go see say the RIC really don't they make progress for every time you interact with the leadership of the RIC. They see say initiatives and the way they can be very innovative. And this is one such. I want to use this platform also for congratulate with brother, because this is Sierra Leonean. We now then lead this kind of venture for design the package on again at the platform. Many time we quick for go to outside for go hire outside consultant for can do them work here. So it's good that we get with Sierra Leone brothers them. And now opportunity where we self within the civil society domain we will go for the tap into, because we do a lot of monitoring system where they do data in terms of data collection and how for managing data. So if we get professional and lekuna now an opportunity. So for me, it's good because it drive the process of requesting for information from public health institutions. Why? You see, when we be celebrate the 10 years of the commission, the chairman gives some presentation where he highlights from 2020, 2021, 22, 23, the request will be coming. It started at a low level, from 120, they go to 130, go to 200. Before Mara, it surged to 13,000.
Yeah.
That tells you Now with electronics platform, okay, that number get for triple.
If I was out on the now 19,000.
Good. So I just the challenge is in a number will get for triple.
Yeah.
So what I really need for brace up and DA for make sure say they sit up, because request they really get for Kanaboku. Somebody go sit down now in your office, say I not get for pay transport for care go the form. If they do in your office and they able for land na the platform, and their officers need for be heads up for ensure that then they interact adequately with the system for make sure say they respond as early as possible. One, for acknowledge using the form B for say your request don't come in, would they fall down to the right person way for handle them, and then if the response can for able use the form C. So you say when they follow now the internet, you go able to say okay, this person don't begin interact already with my request. We will really bring a lot of sanity within the way how citizens they request for information and how those responses are going back to them.
Okay, before I bring Amara inside, we'll still with you, Charles. Let me look at how this will help or how we will improve on governance in the country, because like I say, secrecy don't be a major challenge, and the barriers, bureaucracies when possible for access information, it don't be a major challenge for not just the media but for citizens then we just need information for maybe their edification.
So in a country where proliferation of social media don't do, we don't so much get disinformation and misinformation. This is very good for governance. You know, when you fail for tell your story, people will tell your story and they tell that story in a different way. Either they distort them or they misplace them entirely. So the good that this platform did, that even if you don't do proactive disclosure, where una law make provision for, this also now a very good way for help now the institution for make sure say it make the information once the request can, you know say it's something if that request 1, 2, 3 people don't send in this request, it also the trigger you know say this thing before at the left and so always at the car request, let me put it under the proactive disclosure. So it will help the public for get access to your information even without coming for request by using the form A for do request on the platform. But why then they use the platform as well? It puts the governance on a platform where the citizens they get confidence in governance processes. It also they bring citizens at par with the information we are available from government institution as regards the project that we then they implement, the level of the implementation stage of the project, within at the budget we allocated to that project. So any disinformation will be out about that project. If the citizens don't get the actual request by real data will come up from the office, we authentic, it don't lay the fears to rest of the citizen. In the process we do the request now, mark you, many of those where they do the request they are doing it on the provision that then they represent other voiceless people. So when he gets the right information, now he go engage in community of voiceless and provide the right voice and the right information to them with the help for dispel whatever acrimony beyond the emerge as a result of failure for providing information on that kind of project.
All right, thank you, Charles. Thank you for that insight. Look, Amara, let me talk about how person we not able forget maybe internet will still able for access information, because the fear now will say, well, this they don't count on the internet business no more now go they well they don't also deprive another set of people ways until outside the internet penetration don't be a challenge. So how would they able for create the balance in this kind of situation?
Okay, the digital platform will get now an alternative to the existing paper-based format will be done there. This current development not in any way invalidates or discard a paper-based format, because we still get challenges. That is something we not go shy away from. You get certain part of the country, even if you get access, you know, you able afford for get internet or coverage, you know, can be something. It can be something challenging. So as a result of that, the commission, in the wisdom of the chairman and information commissioner, Dr. Ibrahim Sagasho, decide for create a variety of alternatives, okay, where people can use. So if you get access to internet, it very much advisable for make you use the electronic format, because it's easy, it's fast, and it will make things very, very much speedy. Okay, if you not get access, you can still use the paper-based format. And why this very important now that the focus for all of these now that for make we get a kind of openness, you know, in governance. Because mark you, when we celebrate we 10th anniversary, the no less a person but the Minister of Information and Civic Education, the Honorable Minister Kenema, make a very clear say the Right to Access Information Commission play a pivotal role, a very, very strong and crucial role for make Salone pass certain eligibility indicators at the Millennium Challenge Corporation, where we all celebrate the morning now. So if we one of the ways them we Salone we RIC contribute now through them thing there, openness in governance and all of them thing in there. So like where Mr. Charles they say, if we can't get this digital format and we would already get now it up and running, it just go add. So waiting really get for happen that the indicator will pass, the possibility is very high for make you continue for pass more indicators. So it very much important that everybody, you know, embrace this change, because it is for everybody, because the act provide, you know, limit time say now this set of people can ask for information, say it open to everybody, any person can ask for information now digitally or manually.
Okay, I'm allowed to talk about Form A and Form D, and maybe Isaiah will take you through Form B and Form C. Form A, we know the request form, and Form D, we know the complaint form, where down enough for people where they ask, people or institutions them where they ask for information. I will talk about them quick one, how they operate.
Okay, you get as you say the forms then they A, B, C, and D. The form A clearly now the request form. Down at the form where you the requester, and the requester, just like you rightly put it, it can be a person, it can be an institution. Okay, where they feel, and then you see he is user friendly. If you go to sites now, you will see say even they guide you throughout the process where you want ask for information, and when you feel and on you they see a button. In fact, you will see if you even forget the developer designer in a way, if even you forget for indicate certain thing, or if you feel certain space, if you forget, you get some way they go away, they take you back and say, you know, feel this site. So that's the kind of way where it's so organized in a way that it will even guide you through for make you not forget for feel certain information. So you go see that way you want ask for information and from A, you go click and you go open, and then you fill them, and you go see even a drop down of all the institutions who will still work on for you targets now for all public entities in this country. But now you go see about 50 something institutions where you go now on the site, you go and click, need not there again for me even type. Okay, you go see all the institutions, you click, and then you ask for the information, you go see all the indicators, and then when you ask for that, you go see a button where they tell you say submit. No sooner you press that button, it will go direct to that institution, and in real time we in the RIC they receive a copy. And from D, where now another form for the applicants, where you go to ask for information, though then deny you that information. The act also provide for may not stop there if only complain, because most often we emphasize on that now RIC say if they deny you information, because one of the clauses where institutions they hide under now waiting we call exempt information. You not for stop there, if for still push, if in your own thinking you think say that information will not fall under the exempt information, if we use Form D, and then you now complain the institution to the RIC. The RIC get the competent chairman and information commissioner and team of commissioners, and we get a legal person who will sit down and now determine if that information then are exempt information or not, and it will give you the justice where you deserve.
All right, if you just the journey, you watch the program RICR when it comes to you live on Slbc TV, and today we will talk about the newly updated access to information digital platform them, where in forms them where title A, B, C, and D, where people are able for use for ask for information, for acknowledge, for respond, and for complain. to people and we no agree for give out that information there. And at the studio I guess Abdul Isaiah Mansari, we are the developer and consultant, again Marathonka, we are the public information and communication officer at RIC, and Charles Kev Kobai, we now the executive director of a Forward Salon when I civil society group will monitor the work with RIC they do. Don't forget for send your text message to 0784078847, or you drop your comment now with the SLBC Facebook page, we are SLBC TV, and of course we will read them out, and if not any question we'll respond to them. Now I come back to you, Isaiah. You don't hear Amaradon pull item from A&D, and before that, Charles, when you talk about how the public information officers then, or maybe PRO, or the one that we sit on the IT policy within at the MDA, how prompt them for respond to their request then, because if you not respond to them and the time elapsed where the person don't send a request, that is self now refusal. But let me look how you program them forms there, so where they make the MDAs them then self able for respond quickly to both acknowledge and maybe provide information from B and from C.
Thank you very much, David. The forms them design in a way when you send a response from A, a request from A, and then from B go be an acknowledgement. Okay, these are the steps. From A a request, then from B go be an acknowledgement from the very ministry or department where you request the information from. So let's just walk on that through. When you go to the form, you fill the form. When you click send, immediately a message they go to RIC and a message they go to the MDA where you request the information from. Immediately with a reference number. All of them, they get this reference number, including the applicant. They get copy of the information where INSESE field. Copy of this information they also go to IAIC, and copy of the information they go to the very MDA where they request the information from. So the MDA with IAIC, if the MDA is slow for response, IAIC know the time and know what in the policy say. IAIC immediately they contact the MDA for let them respond. But I believe say the MDA then go respond to time because then self know the policy, within the policy say. So then go respond with form B for acknowledge say we don't receive this particular information, and then after which then go respond with form C. After the acknowledgement, then go respond with form C for respond to the actual information we then request for based on the request. So that particular area they depend on the request, within the person request for, if he available, if not something where they within the policy we then supposed to give to the person.
Okay, so how the MDs there, so the communication people and the MDs there, so waiting they need for know for and respond to their request there, waiting they need for know the process where they need for do for respond to an information request.
Okay, thank you so much. The MDAs they need for first of all know where they can get access to this particular document. When iaic.gov.sl. Now the main points and the platform that now they then go able for access these particular forms then the next thing is the forms then divide into two. Two of the forms then they for the public, two of the forms then they for MDA. For security reason, the forms that were there for MDA, we protect them with password. As I tell when I say from inception we think about security. These are data, these are information, they are precious commodity to different people. You understand? So we consider that, and then we make sure say password available for the MDAs that you forms them. Those passwords will be made available to the various MDAs. Okay. Now for the general public, we keep them open. Their informations, the forms them, but then also the information where they send to we also encrypted with protocol where the people not able for access them because the database is secure, it's protected. Okay, so the MDs they need from know say these forms then they na the website, and if you know the two forms that we then supposed to respond to, and if you know within the policy say the days, the number of days the way for take for normal response and urgent response. I think we're going to get for elaborate on that. It's very, very important. Let them know all of these things.
Okay. Just for add to it, Isaiah say talk about the time frame and the time frame where ministries, department or agencies get for response to information requests. The act talk about 15 working days, and I think that is important for where we state 48 and also say 15 working days. Now the time where you get for respond to information request. But it don't mean say like we always say, it don't mean say now the 15th day before respond. You can respond on the first day, and we don't get instances them also who say the request today, who say it in app, and give the information.
Yes,
so it don't mean say now the 15th day because they don't say you get 15 working days and that thing for respond. But if you get for do with life and liberty, the information that they ask for get for do with life and liberty of person, then you get just 48 hours for respond to that request there. And that again not mean say except on the 48th hour before you respond, you can do them instantly, and that would encourage MDs them for do. I bring Charles Khan inside. The usage of the platforms don't be a challenge. Not forget what the platforms themselves, even the right to access information law. We see people in the struggle, then you go so, then you go. The law day, but for let people then use them. From media, from researchers, from civil society, and ordinary citizens, it can be a challenge. And like you say, people are not some. I don't know what's happening, but they know they make use of the law. I think say this is not a simple word where they for follow from the society, civil society point of view.
Yes, I agree with you. And one of the things where they affect you in this country, and the fact that Sierra Leoneans, even though we're highly intelligent, but we not get time for it. You know. Once you make something, now you make where you develop platforms like then Kaya. If you really want people to interact with her, make them reader friendly. So easy for let somebody interact with her. The moment the literature too much, you get people bored and then will shy away from using it. It will prefer, okay, well, I write now the paper when I'm my own way, I they use no more for right, where it will think say easier for them. But I want to challenge you where they out there, now the public that. The convenience where this get, even on your phone, you can download them. You can access the sites on your phone, and then you fill in the form maybe you want for do your request. Yeah, go for do the request. Now the beauty that one day of technology, and my brother be they talk about connectivity, but by and large, we don't see some network then now we don't they try for improve. And no one name let not be saying that PR but the fact remains of late we don't see one or two network then really where they now upgrade to 4G across the country, and the data very affordable, to be honest. So you can able use that one day. You don't need for say I don't get laptop. No, you can use phone because that are the thing where you talk about internet. A lot of people think say no, I need for go sit on a laptop. No, you don't need laptop. You go use laptop if in an office you do, you know I use the phone, but you can use the phone for anywhere we do, any corner we do. That they enhance you with ease for access the form and putting your request and can. But one concern we come from the two conversations where I get from your brother there, I want for I use this platform for maybe for Sierra Leone and RAIC go work on that. We need for do a refresher training for the information officers in the MDs, particularly the MDs and way when I done pilots, then 50 MDs, so that we really prop them up and be heads up to the process and make sure they attach the value and importance with this whole thing get. Because now money RAIC don't put into this for enhanced access to information, so that citizens go able to know what they happen in the governance of the state through then public institutions. So if you one man become lazy and you sit down, you say at the wait, you dey stifle a whole governance chain. And so for let that not happen, we need for speed take people to speed as to how the process don't go now. It then a level where you know the way to letter come to you. Even though some people get for the use the form, physical form, but many requests go come per day on that platform. So if you know attentive as an information officer, where they, for example, now the Ministry of Information get your own information attaché. If you wait for deal with their request here, you know they pay attention. Sometimes you don't left, you did another thing in the office. You deck self, you know, hold it today we kind of, you know they did.
And even the phone self, because
yes, it will be allowed to meet you that your phone. Yes, but you know they watch out. So at the end of the day, you will be stifling a work where you assigned for do, and then the efficiency of the turnaround time for process requests for acknowledging you go be difficult. So we need really for take time for refresh the information officers for ensure that we put them to speed, so that this chain we don't create of data management, data collection, information sharing, it not break from any one person. When once the requester don't dig into the platform and send in a request, then the change don't begin. And so the process for able go through it go back to the person and be satisfied that yes, the information we are seek after, I don't able get that information to the best of my ability. But again, the issue of the exempt clause can mean. But I tell you, public, even the exempt, the law now make this law the tell we be common. Now been the third best na Africa. The fact remains, it give more power to citizens for really seek out for information we want. So even the exempt clause, where the law highlight all the exempt clauses, it tells you if the public interest it outweigh the danger where this exempt clause mean they think say it will cause for release. So the onus rests on the RAIC committee for determining the public interest. So if a lot of public they come and they request for this same information, you say no, na secret na exempt, are not supposed to pull them. It means there is a public interest. If you not pull this thing, it will cause more mayhem to the public than even the trouble we think say if I pull them at the prevent her. So let people know they hide under exempt clause. The issue of exempt clause really, yes, it matter, but they stop information flow, especially when the public interest is high about that information. I just want to let the public understand that, so that the strength where you stand on as a citizen for make you request. Now, because you want for enhanced governance, you want bring transparency in governance. Governance now transparency, now accountability. And many a time we they blame the upper echelon of leadership and governance. Oh, they don't do this, but there are people when they really the strength of this. They block the citizen not forget access. And that minister or the presidency don't even know what thing they happen at that office. So you when them put in that office, you get for make sure say this law it work to the best of the country in ability for ensure that information it move, it thrive and better the lives of people.
Thank you, Charles. And finally, day, because we have something to get for look at before I bring Amara for talk about the 50 pilot 10 days there. Finds there also day for you stifle information access. So if now a corporate body, let's say an institution, now if the commission get right for fine up to 100,000 that are in the new loans. And if now an individual, the commission can fine you 10,000. So I think say we forget and clear. So even in a corporate body, they notice say that the individual now stifle the access. Now means say if we not communicate to the people and wait for communicate and to let them know say personal request for information, the fine will come to the corporate body, but inside the corporate body there your own measures and they will not say back now you. And so you self will get for pay. So the law so fine like what in Charles say now one of the strongest laws in Africa, and we think say citizens will tap into that day. And Amara, Charles talk about a lot of popularization and sensitization of then new platforms there. So and you talk about 50 pilot MDs they will get. Person go wonder why 50 no more get over 150 MDs there. Why not 50 no more? Or 160. Why not 50 no more? That in a small number. How the commission reach to that first 50 day, and which plan they get for further sensitize and popularize them platforms there?
One of the most important or one of the blessings we will say we get as a commission. Now forget Dr. Ibrahim Sagasho. As chairman and information commissioner, because this whole idea what we talk about now, they come as a result of an inspiration we get from in last summit we attend, last conference, that is International Day for Universal Access to Information, like the United Kingdom. And then the theme around that video on access to information, and as a public entity we would get some challenges in terms of funding. They come and say no matter the challenge, we'll for implement this thing from that inspiration where you go get overseas, and we walk around them with commissioners and others, and then we don't see the reality now. So as alone internationally we will say we are now recognized because now the part of the African Network of Information Commissioners, and with chairman they sit not only there but as the committee I don't know, at the executive committee level. And we're also the part of the International Conference of Information Commissioner, which I'm also the seat at the executive committee level. And we also, we citizens go glad if you know, we get for can host, you know, the 2026 International Conference of Information Commissioners. So all of them things, they are small starts. Now they recognize you globally. So now small starts. So part of them small way, then the way it starts. Now we can get them big thing then. So this is not the same small. Now those start. Now we don't get the structure. Okay, we don't get the platform ready now. It in our site. So for make people understand the platforms them very well, one of the key people them who we need for targets now the one that we they in charge for facilitate access to information now then public authorities. Okay, so the March of this year we get a similar engagement with ministries, department, agencies, people from civil society, and people from the media also. We engage them and we take them through the stages, and also this new platform. By then it be there in PDF formats and also Word formats, now the website. We take them through. So now we don't upgrade them to real time. We also don't decide for take them through. We get now 50 pilots, MDAs. This is not just the pilot phase. The intention of the commission now for make we get all public authorities now this country now we system, so that no sooner you go you see a drop down there, you click and you see all public authorities.
So how get it
just the 50 come as a result of we write letters. First of all, we write letters to all ministries, departments, agencies, all public authorities, and we engage them extensively. So the responses what we don't get for create, we get a special email address where we ask them for create. That is an email address who will look like what in RAIC. You will say ATI, then access to information ATI at raic.gov.s, something like that. You create them and send them to we. So then one day and the one day will be so do I mean that speedy manner. Who ask them and they send them quick to we. So not go waste time till we get everybody. So we say in the wisdom of the commission, decide say what could get first. Then one day we don't cooperate with we, then 50 there, and we train them. The training will take place this Thursday. This Thursday we get for train all the MDAs then they, how the platforms then they, how they operate, how they function, and we get for listen to all the challenges them, and we get for address all the challenges then they, so the platform will actually fulfill the very essence for which we create them. So going forward, as you say, the intentionality of the commission, we get for get them all. So this is not just the first pilot phase. We get for train them 50.
Okay. So when will they train them?
And I thought this Thursday way they come, the 31st.
Okay. All right. Okay. Isaiah, that bring you kind of when it comes to developing them kind of platforms there or digital platforms, then normally you get for do a lot of updating and tweaking as time they go. How open you as the developer day for the make some adjustment? For example, I'm gonna say this coming Thursday we get forget all the 50 pilot 10 days them. We also we themselves will teach them how to use the process and test them. But at the end of the day, maybe then we'll pick up a couple of other things. Then we know say we pull them directly from the regulation, but in terms of the performance of the platform, then how open are they for ensure say we get for do a little bit of tweaking, let it be very effective at the end of the day.
Yeah, thank you, David. I think we love what they do, and at the same time we already don't be contracted for the service. Glittering we they for do make sure say we write programs and do automation and make sure say we do follow up towards the software that we will develop and make sure say they reach to that part, that agree perfection way we don't agree saying so it's supposed to be. I believe say during the training we get a PDF after the training we will send to all MDs, and at the same time we will walk each and every IT person through on all the steps them and how for what use the platform. I think that's not the key thing. And then we will give them a guide, when a PDF guide we even then can make reference to in case they're stuck anywhere. We may not go there, you know go there, and that will help them at the end of the day.
Okay, Charles, before we take the text messages then, let we look at MDs them we just don't zero their mind for respond to information request despite the opportunity we open to them, because like Amara say, we always they engage them differently through programs, sensitization and other things. At the end of the day, not only few of them they comply. And recently also we just want to inform people and say we just don't find Corporate Affairs Commission, for example, for where they refuse information request. The refusal not come because they acknowledge, say, well, no, they get information because of this. Now out of total negligence. They will not get a kind of case. As a civil society voice, how we go able to go before from this point as a country?
Thank you very much, and I'm glad you say when I don't find them. That an institution will be even wrong me way I apply for register my business. Now institution that will be the pride itself say once you get all the documents within 24 hours, you'll get everything. It took over 6 months to me certificate today. Why the work away I go at a point now when I really lost patience self now. Somebody else within the office can to me aid for get me certificate. So it means that there are people. Even when an institution is set up for perform perfectly, then go falter that institution in efficiency rate. We're not good at all. And so individual differences now in the poor institution. But the leadership need for be proactive for monitor and help for evaluate. Because if you start there, no say, there is an end of quarter evaluation what they do for appraise you. Where tomorrow go lead you to either promotion, or if they bring bonus in our office, you go only benefit from this bonus if your appraisal are clean. People go sit up. But when somebody get laxity, you not get anybody where they appraise them, you not get anybody where they monitor, where they supervise them for make sure say it deliver on point, it can lead to their negligence. And once the individual now don't neglect your own duty, the burden they come to the entire institution. They just stand like governance in the broad spectrum. When ministers then they underperform, the president you know they monitor, or through a vice president or through a chief minister, nobody know they for evaluate that minister and call them to order. The bad name would I go to, not the president. They say, president, you know you perform. So it means in that institution, whilst there are individuals set for perform individual duties and responsibilities, the leadership need for to ensure people do their job and their duty, so that the bad name not come back to the institution say now this institution not perform. If for any reason somebody they become they fall foul of the law, it may be the individual, not the institution. So but if the leadership you not take that responsibility, now the institution obviously the bad name they go to. So it makes sense for everybody know waiting a day up to in that office where they put you, because then they pay you na taxpayer money that they take pay you. People just know one for make progress in their life. That is the sad thing in Sierra Leone. You can bring very beautiful things in this country, and people for obvious reasons just know one for change. But change is something where you get for push, because now an inevitable thing for Motaman, change necessary. So if somebody not accept the change, encourage her for accept her. If you not encourage her and not take, force her for accept the change. Because there are two ways to it. The Machiavellian law say you can force change per person and you accept her. But in the democratic way, we want force for use. Yeah. So that's why we apply the carrot and the stick approach. Yeah. If I give you the carrot, you don't take, the stick go come. And sometimes we use the stick, it they work. Because people need for know say this information we see don't power they deny in the poor project implementation na Kubola. We go better lives them. Woman the day where they go born, they don't get facilities. So the government don't release money for a project here now. Somebody else don't sit on panel. But if the information is not made available, civil society will do it, not go able for monitor and inform central government that this project will cancel now this level ideo. There will be no say when I don't release social money. That's not the value of the flow of information. It helps to enhance governance development trajectory where they go on in the country. It also helps to liberate the people in those communities who had the project and they happen, and people go embrace and stand up for their own very rights within the context of developing the country and the community, so that when everybody get access to information, that power you don't get to everybody, and that they make authorities and sit up. And but many a time people they stifle this because people just don't want for the average man be empowered. Because if you're empowered, you will ask the necessary questions. We ain't go feel embarrassed. But now right, you don't get the person. Now they call this law right to access information.
Human right.
Now human right. In fact, under force Sierra Leone pillar, under we human rights pillar, the right to access is a pillar, na human rights. Now so we put that. Because if you not get information, you go die for lack of information. Information is knowledge. It empowers you. Why you think say we can encourage people for go land? Now forget education, Education and information, now knowledge. When you get information and knowledge you don't get, it helps you, it help the person back where they pass that knowledge to you, so that tomorrow you know you can't get to it because you already know. That's the value.
All right, thank you very much. Let me take a few text messages. Then we'll get just 3 text messages. Then one person, we name ID from Congo Cross, they say which side would they get them platforms there? Maybe I'm gonna respond to that later. Another one say what if MDA then deny say they don't see the information request within the commission will do? So I think say that in a critical question, and Charles been touched there later, because person will say, well, I don't see him. Like how they can give this call. You see him, we say, I don't see him. So that in a question we also want to respond to later on. The last one says, why the platforms and they on the RIC website and not on the website of the MDs then? I think say that is also a very fine question. So Amara, we will start with the first one. Person they ask whose side then platforms are today.
The platform then currently available na www.ric.gov.sn. Now there you will get them. But one beauty about the platform now that the links, the developer make them in a way where we can able share the link, for make other institutions they able get them. So it's very easy for access. If you go now, we so prioritize in such a way that if you don't explain that, you will see 2 sides. I don't put on. Sooner you open the page, one of the first way you see Nadandi. So we will not put on side where you go struggle like other sites. You go begin struggle till you see them. You just see access to information. You see and then you click in the open. You see that side also you see FOI. In fact, the FOI then in caps in capital letter. So we put on then 2 sides in there so that. If you not see a hand, you go see a hand, quick one. So now that side is there now, but the intention actually now for me to get now other media, public entities, the website. After the training, we believe say one of the two will come out from there. One of the hope and one of the intention now that for make them get all that insights them and make we able get links there everywhere because no secret. So everybody need for get them.
Okay, so Amara don't answer then we get very limited time. Isaiah, we'll just touch quickly how the setup the way possible we would deny say I don't see the request. And I think say that in a very critical question.
Yes, thank you so much. A very effective and accurate. Once you click the send button after we don't fill your form, be it the MD or the applicant, because this is not 2 sides. It can be an institution, it can be an individual, it can be whosoever. An applicant can be an individual, it can be an institution. Okay, be the MBA where they respond. Every party they get immediately a reference number where they be automatically generated. Okay. It's not being generated by any individual. It is automated. Yeah. So that reference number, in fact, the code here is the reference number is being generated with date, time, and series of other codes. So you can't deny because the time is there, the date is there. Okay.
All right. Thank you so much. Well, we round up now. Amara, you closing remarks quickly. We don't talk about this. We think will be a word of encouragement to members of the public for make use of the platform, including MDs then, because MD can also ask MDA for information.
Yes.
One thing way from the explanation of we developer now that it now easy. Secret's not ready again. You know go tell we say you not see them. We didn't know say we will know if you see them or not see them. We get a copy and the system there for check if you even receive them. Just like the WhatsApp phone there. You know go hide too much. Even if you hide side also a person can go and say really you see this message. So we're not there again for hide. More we all comply. You will ask for information, go now we site and then you ask for you go and click the request form A, and ask for information. You, the public authority, secrets not there again. No. The leadership of RAIC under Dr. Ibrahim Sagashaw don't really open the space, so secrets not there again. When they ask for information, it don't under your purview, now for give that information, especially when the act mandates you for give.
Okay, Isaiah, quickly.
Yes, thank you so much. Also, they encourage the general public for make the request and let them follow on through.
So me, I even like way the platform then at the website of the RAIC. Now, one of the things that last week where then at the press conference of the Minister of Information in weekly press conference, where I suggest one easy way we will be able to get all the information here is finally in a one port. So if even the MDAs that we get a website, we go encourage RAIC for talk to them, let them give link to the website of the RAIC. So if any information we want, you go direct to RAIC site, you can able get for all the MDAs in this country, and you get access to information.
Okay, yes, quickly.
Yeah, we just want to emphasize for MDs this Thursday that we'd already sent letters. We really encourage the one that we in charge, the public information officers and the IT people for attend.
Okay.
Because now they really na the targets. Now they really get for do this work. Now they different MDs then they so now they really want this thoughts the way they come. Una come we take una through so that una go understand how the platform they work.
All right, thank you, gentlemen. I've been talk to Abdul Isaiah Mansari, one of the developer and consultant of the RAIC platform. Them, Amarathoronka, Public Information Officer and Right to Access Information Commission, Charles Kev Kobai, we Executive Director for Forward Salon. And we don't talk about the newly updated access to information platform them where RAIC don't roll out. RAIC will return at the time we will communicate to one members say November 22. RAIC they also award individuals and institutions them where they do well, where they make use of the RAI law and where they respond to access to information. On behalf of the team from RAIC, Mina David Patrick Kamara, we bring the program come to you. Bye for now.
A place cannot produce poems. It can only not prevent them. And Freetown is good at that, for Freetown has its own sudden elegances. People are slow to leave it, quick to return. And there are others who come for a year or two and stay for a lifetime, sensing that they've found a city that is in the world, yet sufficiently on the edge of it to have a different resonance.
Let me tell you something about this city. All of us, we're all just passing through, and we've all been here forever.
Those who came, those who stayed, those who never returned. Tides turn, seasons change. We've waited and we've watched. But we've always been here. We've always listened. Because there is a different resonance here. It comes from the river, and the land, and the sky.
It's our place. All of us.
This city belongs to everyone.
And you know when it's your time.
And it's our time.
Listen, we are Freetown.
We are Freetown!
the golden rules of Freetown.
Don't pretend you're something that you're not.
Don't go thinking you're better than anyone else,
or that anyone else is better than you.
Don't shout about it. Get on with it.
We are Freetown.
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 Yeah.
We found our voice again.
I'm from India and Freetown.
I'm from China and Freetown.
I'm from the UK and Freetown.
I am from Nigeria and Freetown.
I am from home and Freetown.
This city belongs to everyone.
The fishermen,
the taxi driver,
the barber,
the drummers, the dancers.
All of us.
All of us. Everybody. We are Freetown.
The past is ours.
The future is ours. It's our time again.
And this city belongs to everyone.
The playwright,
the greengrocer,
the teacher,
the dog.
This space is ours.
This light is ours.
The beaches are ours.
The rivers now we own.
The roads are ours.
The bridges now we own.
We are Freetown.
We are all visitors and we've all been here forever.
We've got the mightiest river.
And the biggest sky.
And there's a resonance again.
Freetown. Freetown.
We are proud of this place.
We love this city.
And we want you to love it too.
We are proud of this place.
Na pass we all dey pass like stranger dem, but we all don dey from ten. Come here, and you'll feel it, that end of the line sense of freedom. Say yes to Freetown. Say yes to freedom.
Sierra Leone, the Lion Mountain. There's something about the green, white and blue. The one we criticize them, no getting no clue. There's something about the green, white and blue. And when we step in at the land, yes, I feel so good. The people are happy, counting the blessings. We so blessed, we got the natural resources. There is no place I would rather be. Mama Salon is the place to be. Yeah. Come let me take you around the Lion Mountain to see the beauty and to see the fountains. Let me take you around the Lion Mountain to see the beauty. Oh, come to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go near this wall, I not go forget salon. Welcome to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go now this wall, I not go forget salon. Yes, you missing, you know what you missing. If you never been to Sierra Leone, you don't know what you missing. Fine, fine bitches everywhere. Fine salon, titi and baba, them they everywhere. Don't tell where we they live in peace. Even though we disagree, now we they keep the peace. So 24/7 we they enjoy. From Freetown to Kenema, oh to McKinney, we they enjoy. I say from Tokyo to Number 2, Salomba to Papa Clef, we enjoy. That's why me tell you, say, let me take you around the Lion Mountain to see the beauty and to see the fountains. Let me take you around the Lion Mountain to see the beauty. Girl, come to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go, now this wall, I don't go forget salon. Welcome to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go, now this wall, I don't go forget salon. No matter who side you come up, I dey welcome you to salon. From Europe, America, I dey welcome you to salon. From Asia, around the world, welcome to salon. Welcome to salon. Lion Mountain, land of the free. Welcome to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go, now this wall, I don't go forget salon. Welcome to a sweet, sweet, sweet salon. Any side where I go, now this wall, I don't go forget salon. Say welcome to Sierra Leone, wherever you're from. Welcome. Beautiful country, nice organic food. West Africa, Sierra Leone is the place to be.
Mixed by Abbas.
Say if I no get money, me not so you party. You say I will let Congolese, oh no, say me not nobody. You say me something na kowata, and me salad na try carry. I make a try for change me position, so one day you go call on me, Mr. Money. No hesitate, cause I get money. I get 3 billion overseas. If you shake body, I go spray money. I said this not true story. If money not there, you not get money. They make me say for they change position. So what did they look call on me? Call on me. Call on me.
Say me I know say me best friend can be me worst enemy. Say me I know say the people I like na them go they jump for. Me mama be tell me say na poor man they can turn to butter. I'm not born for suffer. I go enjoy myself and scatter the dollar. Big for you don't get money. Nigga don't get money. Salon DJ then get money. If you need money, make it call on me.
Call on me, Mr. Money. No hesitate, cause I get money. I get 3 billion overseas. You shake money, I go spray money. I said this not true story. If money not there, you don't get money. They make me say but they change position. So when they never call on me. Yeah, call on me. Call on me. Yeah, call on me.
Put me enemies on lockdown. Give them bell and then lock mouth. G I don't give a bench. Give them fire for fire. This life is a story. Everybody gets young. I don't make a was and not keep forcing. They must call on me.
Call on me, Mr. Money. No hesitate, cause I get money. I get 3 billion overseas. If you shake body, I go spray money. I said this not true story. If money not there, you not get money. They make me say but they change position. So one day they go call on me.
I go make you smell like dollar, oh.
Call on me.
I go play you like a baller, oh.
Call on me.
I want press you like a button, oh.
Call on me.
I want spoil you like two-way routine, oh.
Call on me.
Alman on the mix.
Call on me. Call on me. Call on me.
Pascal. Back again with the remix. We come on a salon.
We come to England. Oh yeah.
But we don't run away.
We come for better.
We people that want for see what we they do.
We people that want for know what we they say. Oh, we like we salon. Oh now, yeah. Oh, we like we salon.
We get we fine beach.
We get with sunshine. Oh,
we get fine bobo them.
Well now, we get fine TT them. Well now,
we get we diamond, bauxite and kimberlite. Better day. Now for that make we tell you say.
Oh, we like we salon.
Mama Salon, we like you.
The Portuguese man say the mountain and fever lion. Oh, and we don't see say salon and trunk like iron. And if we try for labor, we go reap the benefit. So many people then wanna join me can make we say. We like we salon, 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 and we like we salon.
Right where they're about for start.
On my immediate left, now I make will not start quick and on time, for 2 minutes no more, because
All of which the minister can't talk about now the Ministry of Trade and which they do. Yal Mami, now you name down there. Now then they're on the receiving end of this business. Receiving end because in a trader,
na Congo market, and in no plenty team, but within the happen. So all of the policies the whole minister then they do, actions and all of them thing and they not then they're on the receiving end. So instead we tell small boy your experience and then we get my brother Jogo from Standards Bureau Wednesday I go take you through which in NSF done they do so far. So Mr. Minister, welcome again to press conference. Ministry of Trade is central to His Excellency the President in Big Five and the overall aspirations for the people of this country. On trade, naturally, where they touch and concern things for do with the economy. From the last time we've been come to now, within na the news, na your ministry, witty and witty you don't do so far. For point out, say we don't see some stability when it comes to the exchange rate, where traders there are things say they benefit from. So in part, yes, Bank of Sierra Leone, Ministry of Finance, but naturally with the ministry and which one I don't do, right? And within are the forecast for the future on trade and the things that we touch and concern trade. Over to you, Mr. Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Moderator. The family all there, including journalists there, and the family all they listen, all they follow this program. I say afternoon when I share. Today, not just we take short tenure and opportunity for let people they know largely what you they do, what you don't do, and what you get for do. As a ministry, we're at the heartbeat of the economy. You know, we didn't say bread and butter, bang, bang, bang. So yanda easy forget bad name, easy forget good name. And the things that happen at the world today here about enough funny. But generally, we give our best because His Excellency will get for work with him vision and dream for this country. And it's very clear, it don't there, now 2 key documents there. The Big 5 and the Midterm National Development Program. We don't clearly tell you who for go, what to for do, how we will help Sierra Leoneans there, and how we will build a prosperous nation. Most of the information I go here, I also want to tell all my audience, say we don't get to website first, and that we dey pan test. So the website now www.moti.goeb.sl, right? www.moti.gov.sl. When I test to the tester. So within the next couple of weeks, most of the information will be provided, and for the future, we will host with information there. So now one big thing for us as a ministry, you know, get Ministry of Trade, you know, get how people able to access information. Pass and get for kind of ministry, pass then get for call posting, pass and get for camp, but now able to go online, you go get them. So we hope so with the tester, the next couple of weeks, we'll be up and fully functional. On that, we get different things that we do at the ministry, but we put them all under different heading. I will start first with entrepreneur and SME development. You know, this country, the informal sector are the biggest sector. When they talk about the informal sector, they talk about people who not officially register for those certain things. And mama, or sister, or brother, they own a businessman there. You know, not the largest sector, not the economy. In fact, for all businesses where they take place in this country, you know, 90% of them are the informal sector there. If you look for the informal sector, if you not try for formalize that, it won't be. Because if you look for a country, we get 8.5 million people there. You can imagine that 2 million people in more get bank accounts. We get people in who they play with beaucoup money, who they do beaucoup business, then they keep the money in the house. I mean, then it's not too good. Then if you look the pension scheme, that's just 2% of the country population and they pay the pension scheme. Then it's not good at all, simply because we're informal. So what we don't do first as a ministry, we want to make all man for be part of the formal process. Because for things what they happen, because you're not a part of the formal process, I make them left there. So what we don't do, we and the United Nations, particularly the ILO, International Labour Organization, we don't do a study around that area there. They don't create a roadmap. How we make sure say everybody they on board. You know, we don't do the study, we don't launch the study, and the roadmap is very clear now. So very soon, we will try very hard. All how they do business, for they get now other countries, then they call you number. So once you get that number, then we have business for all team. Because it's also good if they do business, they pay tax. You know, and the only way we get you for pay tax if you don't become formal. They're also good for identify people and for do training. The only way we do training for identify, say you can go for training, you can go for training. Now, if you formal, also for get access to finance, you understand? So for continue work for do so then within that roadmap, within the next 6 months to 1 year, we will make sure say we don't accomplish it. Within this period, we don't register over 4,000 SMEs then across different sectors then at the country. And recently, we encourage people to be innovative by SMEs, particularly by technology and climate change innovation. We encourage that because a major thing not only the but winners alone today. If we see the kind of rain can this year, well, I don't need for talk. All man, when they talk about climate change now, you know it's real. Then also over 500 SMEs then that they receive grants for either agriculture, for creative arts and tourism sectors. Most of this happen through one project too they call Sierra Leone Economic Diversification Project, supported by the World Bank, another project supported by ADB, you know. Then as part or close to SMEs, you go to they call cooperatives. Cooperatives and that's in the way then we don't die, it don't slow. We don't create the enabling environment for cooperatives there. I tell you now, right now we get over 25 groups there, or credit unions there, when are cooperatives across the country. And the savings no more than don't make, now over 20 million we then get. And the loans though they don't get to the members there, now over 20 million. This, if not the old loan, now 22 billion, then they don't get as loans. about 20 million na Indian get. So we they provide the environment. And now we work with different agencies there, particularly the Irish government and the Irish embassy, for law able push this one. All what you they do in a SME space, you get something for guide you. What thing go guide you now the policy and the law. Because any way they do, for let's say what you do is not correct, for what you do is right. Also for make sure say government don't make you able to do now the policy and the law. As I talk to now, so would they review both the SMIDA policy and the SMIDA Act. In fact, they don't do consultations across all regions of the country. So the hope say we will get a draft copy of the Act, we will share with the fourth estate today now. Maybe they say we want to make the input. What make it important when they review the Act, they have so many factors. But one key one, not members say the Act now be in 2016 or so now passed the Act. And that's the definition for what we will call a small enterprise now be 500,000. A small, we can't use the same definition now. So we get for increase our. Also, back to my initial statement, because we get large informal sector, access to finance is very difficult, you know, and when they review the law now, things and now they take into consideration. Then as part of the president's vision, anytime you want to develop SMEs, we get for put two sets of people there at the heart of it. The first one, now woman there. The second one, now young man there. The two develop the policy and the act, will not be don't get the Giwe Act. So now we get for make sure say what do they review so now, they get for reflect the Giwe Act. Anything they do now, that 30%, it must happen. Then also they provide opportunity for training. Once they train. So we have done our partners who are willing for support. As we talk, so the Minister of Finance, he attended the fall meetings in the World Bank. He don't put a strong case for get additional funding for SMEs. Under all this, minus something don't know the government developed the Munafa Fund. You know, Munafa Fund, it is ongoing, and very soon we don't start the process because we get different steps that we take for like completer. So don't start the process for see who still they dish out the next one. Under the Munafa funds, we got over 10,000 beneficiaries don't receive the loan. Government don't disburse over 23 billion loans. Then about the 80% of all the beneficiaries in a woman there. So anytime they talk about informal sector, anytime they talk about SMEs, the primary beneficiaries in a woman there. You know, so would they try again for commence that process for give out more loans, then more people then take the able benefit from it. Another thing we want to talk about now how we don't deepen regional integration. Until I don't know with that first topic when entrepreneurship and SMEs, now regional integration. What in this they tell we no man is an island. The world, if you get all things, you know, if you not trade them, you're not going to get what you not get. So we are part of the global trading system. And the organization responsible for monitor and supervise the global trading system, now the WTO. As we take over one point, the first thing that we'll achieve, now for make sure say we're able to sign the fisheries, ratify the fisheries subsidy agreements with the WTO. We're able to achieve, and that will be don't delay. And not about countries that don't do it. Now Africa and a small number of countries able to pass that ratification. What thing that they mean? It means we fishermen in this country go benefit from Bokutin there. It will be money, it will be training, it will be so many other things there. They also they allow we for manage with fish because fish not go there forever. So once you are signatory to that agreement there, all under they guide you how they manage the fish. We and the Ministry of Fisheries, now we work closely for able to achieve that. Then also with the work with WTO right now, with the review we trade policy with WTO. This not told them do every 7 years, the turnover for pass. It's important because one, it promote transparency, it ensure accountability, then cooperation between countries, then also for understand with other member countries that what's in the trade policies and what's in the trade laws there. You know, because the world are a global trading system, but could the way they see run a country I order a camp, you know done by you know. Other partners then they players then they play an important role. What do then they again? It therefore monitor the economic policies there, what you get and what other country get. Then more importantly, it ensure compliance. You know, compliance and international trading system is very, very important. You know, and it guide una how una the trade, how una the export, whose tax you they pay, whose tax you know they pay. All are very important. So that they're ongoing right now, and we don't get the WTO don't visit we on 2 occasions. In fact, the other review team left 2 weeks ago, and it has gone very well. So hope so they conclude this the first quarter of next year. For more takeover again, we don't emphasize or we don't go all out as a ministry for make sure say we get bilateral agreements with other countries. We don't sign bilateral agreement with Turkey, and we all know now say we trade with Turkey, it don't improve. We also don't sign bilateral agreement to South Korea. We don't do Saudi Arabia, we don't do United Arab Emirates. We get all the agreements here now. So the work modalities now, we want export, things that we want import now, you get a lot of flexibility. Some of them you get tax breaks, you get incentives there, simply because of the agreement here. Other countries then they like America, so you get to what they call the African Growth Opportunities Act, AGOA. This is a major trading agreement between Africa and the USA. They get individual countries there. In the past, this agreement, they were not able to take advantage of them because we get beaucoup policies there, beaucoup difficulty they have for export. Till and the way they produce now for export, you challenge because sometimes you get certain international standard and rules so not able to meet. You know, if you want export fish, they will tell you say na A, B, C, and D, things related to phytosanitary and all that one other and then. But with the pan work, and they done a different thing. I will allow me colleague na standards. We're going to talk a lot about that to the steps they will don't take. But this AGOA now agreement will be done with the American government. It expire next year. So we get meeting sometime this year. We'll review everything as a continent. I represent alone with all other trade ministers. Then we don't make a position clear. What you want for going the new agreement and how then they will benefit we. Again, we get what they call with China a duty and quota-free export. We don't complete that day. In fact, after what we attend the FOCAC meeting this year, we just received and following we relationship with the Chinese there, we are among the first 22 countries that would meet the criteria for start a process for begin benefit from their agreement here. So we and the Chinese government they work on that they don't write we. And all. Then they work right now. So on that side, all the deep regional integration, we also they work closely with the African Continental Free Trade Area, AFCFTA. Because what in Africa they try for do, now for promote trade within the countries there. If you get factories they manufacture and produce now, if you able to export to another African country, you don't pay beaucoup tax, you don't pay anything, they will allow the free movement of goods and services. You know, but unfortunately, we infrastructure the Ambogwe. But with AFCFTA, a number of things they want to do collectively. For example, if one make road, one make energy, would they talk say, okay, this country want to go foot all the bill, but we go group there and all, then they happen. They get AFCA, they facilitate all they want and they. So we work closely with them, and in fact, we don't complete quite a number of things with them. We don't review, for example, in the support we economic zones, what they do. They don't promise for funding, then go support trip and then also support trip and I will discuss Bodande later, but we call them single window. Bodanda will talk more details about later. Okay, I come back from industry development. Now, me time you look at.
No, not your time. I mean, I want to give the next 5 minutes for like GUI for continue for GUI the overview and done. But in the process, I just want to ask you because I mean, I should say on the minds of journalists, them the natural question they will go then at the mind now with regards to prices of commodities, you know, and price monitor them. So if you can factor that in the next 5 minutes in some of the things that you get for I don't mean 5 minutes.
Okay. But what I will do, if I don't understand, if I don't get an understanding of the gear picture, because policy and law now in the affect operational things there. If we focus on the operational things there, we not focus on the policy because the policy sets the law now get a long-term effect. Operational things there now like where the hot fire quick no more than the fire they come. Yeah. So I'll let patients allow me. I'll get there.
All right.
Yeah. Then also by industry and development is very crucial because what we don't try for do now for develop industrial economic zones. Economic zones, and aside the way they set different factory there, you know, people then will come, then go invest and produce certain things that within the country, then they go export. If they export, it go bring foreign exchange, then they provide jobs. So already we don't identify one way arise they can do, now that's Songo area. When a major economic zone, we don't identify the land, and by God in power, early next year, then we'll commence major activities, and then they're ongoing. Then also with support from UNIDO, United Nations Industrial Development Organization, we also they do study for agro parks there across the country. Because all the way Western framework here, you get some rights, that day they get job for people there, that day they bring foreign exchange, where they affect the bread and butter issues then. Then over this period, we get over 10 companies then where don't come in inside this 1 year plus months, with a total investment about $428 million. And for the direct jobs then, now 2,300 jobs that then they don't produce, we get right now, and indirect, now 6,700 jobs. Some of them companies here include Ratlin, Roxam, Solco, there were SR Industries and cement companies there. Then you get Odab. In fact, Odab is that the iron rod company, a little recently, will pass a policy on scrap metal. By God in power, sometime next month, will they launch iron rods then, wouldn't they write manufactured in Sierra Leone? We self-self, would they make iron rods now? Yes. We think
no, clap for that. No clap.
Will they produce your iron rod, and we hope that they go for reduce the price of iron rod at the market, and go facilitate construction at the market. Under trade and development and export promotion, we don't do quite a number of things. You know, we don't develop export strategy. Again, as I be talking about EFCA, we guided trade initiative. We don't do all the one and they will go to they call ECOWAS trade liberalization scheme. This now, the way they export, where they produce things then now. If they export then other ECOWAS country, without they not tax you, without they not hamburg you, until they reach there, and vice versa, would they receive from them too. One major tool that we have today in the country now, we infrastructure and infrastructural services there. We small as a country, but we dey panfetan. For example, the metrification system. I go allow standards bureau. Then we'll discuss that more. Why would they harmonize that and why were they in line with global practice? Then I told you also don't develop for scrap metals. We don't develop waiting set for them. Then over the years, our work. Not to wait no more we they do. We also get different importers, we get different exporters there, we get for work with them. So we go to they call public-private dialogue. We don't get different meetings there. But on this one important will push what happen hard now ministry, now for revive the Chamber of Commerce. You know, the Chamber of Commerce, we get so many challenges in the last 3 or 4 or 5 years in nobody, but we don't push hard, they don't get elections, they don't do the audit, they are up and functioning again. And we work closely with them because the ministry, you keep partner at the Chamber of Commerce. But we don't get different meetings there with them, and they produce water, we they monitor them, they do the import commodities, how they bring them at the country, we they monitor them, what they do, also they support them, when they get challenges with certain things there. Again, as a ministry, as I told you, we get websites. And we also don't participate in a major international forum. For law, make sure say we are represented, where we influence policy and laws then in favor of a country. We have done that. In all of two, the one key responsibility to get where something they don't pay attention to again, na quality assurance. And for let do that, we don't establish the Consumer Protection Commission who have the CEO, Mr. Larry Bassi. We don't operationalize that, then they're up and running. If they follow the news a little recently, they reset and they go from shop to shop, then they check places them for make sure say we get the quality we require because it's dangerous. If people import goods that way dangerous now, it can affect anyone per way, either we directly or mama or sister that will pick in there. So then they work, we don't get the board, and they don't recruit their staff, then they're up fully and functional. We work. Follow implementation, you can't forget the capacity for mobilized resources. We don't sign a country program which UNIDO, we're at $81 million, $81.6 million from 2022 to 4 years to 2026, $81 million. And that's in the world sign which you need, they focus on major things. And for example, agro-business development. We brought our sisters holding into agriculture. I mean, we always say the flagship program that fits Sierra Leone. So agro-business development, a key one, where that money they need for support. They support sustainable energy technologies. Electricity, power, and a major challenge we will get today. So not get for the above machines anymore. We get for get innovative ways and foresee how to use renewable energy for able power. No country not they develop, no industry not they develop, manufacturing not go develop now any country if we not get power. So that project it is supported around it. They also get for make sure we're competitive, because international trade you get your comparative advantage. That the things that what you get for sale, what you get for add value partner, make them very good. You sell them, you bring foreign exchange before you buy what you not get. The project it is support down there. They support green industrialization. That are the 81 million. But that 81 million they don't make with the access 9 million where the project na climate adaptation technology we don't launch that project 3 weeks ago. So in the start now fully. We also don't get a project with the EU when about 9 million euros with EU, you know, and then again it is support to trade facilitation, trade infrastructure, you know, the SMEs them. SMEs, Naime could say important for law formalize the SMEs there. Because some brother and sister, then they meet all team, but because they don't meet certain criteria, sometimes they don't get bank account, you know, they read better, they know they write, they do bookkeeping, they struggle for access money. But then projects here, they provide money for access. We also get 4 million now the full system resilient project, you know, where they support trade. Under this one, we get different things that what they do. UNDP, EU, they all don't provide support to we in different forms. Again, as a minister, we don't generate revenue for government across the board. We're now over 1 billion from different agencies that we'll get. I mean, we're done at 1 trillion. This is 1 billion new loans. You know, from ITS, Produce Monitoring Board, the Petroleum Regulatory Agency, Standards Bureau, and the SLPMC. They all then generate their revenue 1.048 billion new loans. Again, for fuel and other infrastructure, one other thing we don't do, we don't improve the storage capacity. You know, because in the past, because we don't get better storage capacity, and fuel not to try to keep for too long, because it evaporates in the loss. So every time you get for the import, so that delay they by import, then they make they get frequent fuel shortage. But now we don't improve that capacity. We got companies, then, for example, Aminata and Sons, where the petrol tank like you see now 5,000 metric ton, then the diesel tank now 4,000 metric ton at Kleintown. Then also we get Connex Energy, we launched last year, the new petrol tank at 50,000 metric ton at Kisi, the diesel tank at 50,000 metric ton. They go to the called Jet A fuel, then for them plane there, we now 420 metric ton. They will get Eco Energy, then set the storage capacity at 60,000 metric ton. We don't support all our, and added to this also, I want to say we also don't review what they call, we don't develop what they call a pricing formula for the petroleum sector. So in fact, because of that pricing formula, they make the first price per fuel been dropped because it promotes transparency. Nobody know the grab no money, he say you want to increase fuel price. No, we don't identify all the components there for fuel and all the cost. We don't identify all. So if you want to increase price, you get for council government, you get for agri-CS, and so it for be. So based on that, and that transparency, accountability we don't create, we consistently they reduce price, and the formula is very clear. If you go to the PRA website, it's very clear there, it did it. Then as I talk to now for essential commodities, there will not say some people and they take advantage. A small shortage or the dollar go up small, the one shoot price then go up. We also don't get a draft pricing formula for essential commodities from res, cement, iron rod, and differently. The key thing that we import, we don't get a pricing formula for it. Consultation with them, once you approve now, nobody not a grab no more, they begin to increase price. The government they determine prices there, largely around that. Also, when it comes from regional trade, information say trade happen, we don't identify regional markets there across the country. We we get one at Balamuya, we get one Koindu, and one at Kenema. We don't identify the market here. We don't do a study very soon. We will make that advertise for rehabilitate them all because the international market there. For rehabilitate them. Okay. Okay, for rehabilitate them, market them, and provide a wash facility. As soon as see the statistics, most of the people they will country are women. Now, sister, but who's how they market them? So they market how they rehabilitate, they standardize them. We and the Ministry of Lands, they work right now for, we don't identify land abobo. If we look from Lumley, go Waterloo, now primary tourist area than they. But then my sister will occupy most of the streets because we don't get big ideal market. So we don't spend money for support all that entire process there for the market there. For some of the things then what this man they talk for change in the country, the biggest way what thing, but good things don't teach you in the world today, especially when COVID can this world don't come. Anything you need, if not job grower, if not any other thing for manufacturer, you able to determine that. If you look at the market today, you compare, for example, tilek, onions, tilek for the price, then they go down. Simply because we get more people in the flower place now where they manufacture. The onions, we get quite a big farm where Jolax are investing, so it helps me for manage the price. So generally, in all of this, we get challenges they already face. Let's just explain them briefly.
One for you the next 1 or 2 minutes.
No, 1 minute enough, yes. Yes.
Yeah, with the big.
Yes, the one, now the fight now the world today. This global conflict now Ukraine, then the Middle East. It don't make freighting cost. You know what they take for ship. The price don't go up by 40%. Again, that they don't affect them supply chain things then. The second most important one, that then unnecessary internal political tension will bring to the country August and November last year. In Hamburg, boku thing there. And the one not the way to for sale or that and settle. So thing and they will miss out. Why would they go for go talk to investors and say, "But why can a salon for do this?" Some go don't willing for car as they can in the point and had they go convince them back. Then they Hamburg we. Then finally we trade infrastructure. So these are some of the small things that we don't try for doing at the ministry for the last 1 year. I tell you, thank you.
Indeed, it deserves for let we low clap for him. So I know say ministry officials they all clap for him and they right for clap for him. You know, we would hold this press conference for 1 hour 30 minutes. But when you bracket somebody as dedicated and as committed as Tex, the minister in a job where they do 5-10 minutes really not do for him. We say to go for talk, right? And we go for live with them moments and day because at the end of the day, for take we through and give you the fine details because you know we then also with the fourth estate, then say get for report bloggers, then they are TV, they are radios, then they are. It finally wanna get a comprehensive view as to what they do in our ministry, and then they make me appreciate them and the time we don't take for take we through. 4,000 SMEs they registered, 500 SMEs they will receive grants. Cooperatives, 25 groups, and also and credit unions, SMIDA. Then they review the policy and the act. Muna for over 10,000 beneficiaries. Them they don't spend at least 23 billion all loans so far on Munafa and the one that don't benefit. The total money government don't spend. So all of them things and they should say the minister and the team we get. I see the deputy minister there, my own sister. Then also they na able lieutenant this to the minister whenever you know there's anything na the Ministry of Trade once you reach the deputy minister, be rest assured say it always stand in the gap of him boss for make sure say things that happen at the ministry and so one for recognize and appreciate the work that they do and all of which you don't give in also. But then under the family ordinance, since me big brother don't quiz me on the time, now I go for suffer small. Because now I won't tell me I go for quiz small. So I go come to you, Jogo. Standards Bureau, in terms of which one they do. Take with you, I know give plenty time, right? So you have to be bullet points, spot on. take we through and how on ourselves they collaborate with our parent group, the minister and the ministry, for make sure say on able for execute on our own function. I will give you 3 minutes. We not get time 2:42. I'll give you 3 minutes.
Okay. Thank you very much, Chairman. And my minister don't explain most of the thing of what they do, because for me you export, you must meet the requirements. For me they accept you good. And Standards Bureau now one of the body where they develop standards, and then standards, and they put all the criteria and the requirements and what the product for meet before you do export or you market inside the country. Then they do tests for the check whether the product is good or if it's not good. Then they check your instruments, your measurement scales them, whether they give the correct number or not. And then at the same time, we do certification, for which one of our major achievements in 2024, we management system body internationally accredited, recognized worldwide. So that don't give leverage to most of the companies for me they do the certification through we, and they recognize them at the worldwide. Then the other thing again, we not stop there. We even train Sierra Leoneans, and we get 17 auditors when are internationally recognized. They can certified any management system or 9001 for any company. Then the big work what the minister do before they become minister, they be part of the project World Bank, and he lead a great role for how we upgrade with food laboratory, and he help we again for equip that laboratory with advanced equipment them. So when he become now minister, it's easier for we do the test them, and more so we do test on the highly contagious chemicals them who go give sickness in the country. So therefore we even reduce the burden of foodborne disease. Who Ministry of Health they not get forget Boko work on. Then the other thing again, as a bureau, we able to develop 500 standards. And then 500 standards, and then now they use for try for implement, so that we will get with trade right. You see, the minister they talk about the trade infrastructure as one of the challenge. And for me, we manufacturers them, we agro processors, and meet the standards, and they a time consuming, get a lot of money we then get for spend. So we did go that level, and so far, based on our analysis, we realize even some of them with their small money, we get up to 65 SMEs and we're able to be standard compliance, and we don't begin bring them on board so that we're able to give them a product certification mark where they become internationally recognized, and then at ECOWAS level. Then before me, I want to see them cops there. Them cops there, now they can work on immediately, wherein we don't go far. We don't work with the Petty Traders Association and the Trader Union. You see this cup there, now the one can roll out so that all bottle where they measure per mine, natai, you name it. Now then copy and now they can use.
So within that they mean all the one that within a market where they sell anything and they all for make sure so that they copy that and get forget. Not
exactly,
so?
we not get forget it again. Now then because we do work with the market, the petty traders, the trader union, and we don't go far. Tomorrow we get a last meeting with them, and we don't talk with the council, we don't talk with the Western Rural Chairman, so that then cops they are. Now they can begin seeing at the market, and then the very market woman then, and then back we get for use for roll out then cop they are.
Okay, when do they expect to begin roll out? Do get any particular term?
Yes, we get a particular term. And inside next month, we make one sit down for us on the jingle where they start for here and next week, and then we sit down at the market for me then begin the see them cups there, and then begin the roller out.
When they give them free or then they buy them?
Well, they get for buy the cups because now under cost recovery.
Okay.
Now the same thing is for measure, rest, salt, sugar, granite, all these copiers. So what we do, we want standardized, we unified all the measurements inside the market.
Let hold you there. I want to ask you one question. Me na possible let go na market. 10 and day way we been go na market to get anything that they call lokba, atubitas, then half 10 and day. When una roll out then cup there, waiting down they go mean for them atubitas, then lokba, then 10 and day. The one and all get for eliminate them?
All no they did at the market.
And not get for day again.
At all.
Now the one they are now.
Now they are then get for day for measurement for liquid.
Okay.
I make we get in this cap here.
Okay.
For choosing for liquid.
Okay.
This one now for all like rice,
okay.
sugar, you name it.
Okay.
So now there then so this now the other and then the second one, the other them do their measurement then by their material them. You they see they measure by yard. And most of them, you they see the tape rule, they don't cham.
Yeah.
So now their rulers they how they come out with.
Okay.
And if you look, now by meter, although we put some side for the yard for me to understand, but where you go, anybody will not get this stamp here. You know they allow me to sell at the market by that. And at the market, two man then the market association and they for enforce this for we. Now make we put the Standards Bureau logo. Then Mr. Chairman, if you look if you see Standards Bureau logo, you see all Standards Bureau logo.
Now look how the logo they did.
Nobody no go for jam.
So by next month, we they expect una self as journalists there, because if you know una journalists them, una also get family lives there for live. If una go na them market there, any south una not see them, I'm sure there is a channel for feedback. We probably before the end of this program, the you from Standards Bureau, the ministry go make sure we know, right? So I mean, wherever I get complaints or concerns, I go always channel them back to either Standards Bureau or the ministry, and then can pick up on them.
So
I will give you the next 30 seconds now.
The first phase for this program here, who they do so now for Western area, so that as we they done, we they go now to the interior, the provincial.
All right.
So the Western area, November, December, then cops here they are out.
Okay.
And we don't get the cooperation of the two associations then, the Petty Traders Association and the Trader Union. And tomorrow we'll get meeting for do how will they roll out them cops there. And based on that, we'll get a lot of things. I go sit down wait for any questions.
Questions then will come, definitely. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you. So at least Standards Bureau themselves, not they sit down no more now, they wait for let them criticize and talk things them. Themselves don't begin, they try for people active in terms of measures them and make sure say then they collaborate with Makitum and them and get them also for do the right thing. Yeah, Mami. In all of them conversation there, now you know the possible one here from. I will give you 3 minutes. Not to plenty you a big mama. This press conference will be done inside the next 40 minutes. In all of them, in the way minister don't talk, we Standards Bureau don't talk, Jogger don't talk from Standards Bureau. Now we're on the receiving end.
Yes, sir.
Day to day, you dey Congo market, you get company in Akuto Road, you get the other one in Dove Court, Malama Thomas Street, all them places. And they
Fofana from Congo Market. Me na the welfare officer for Sierra Leone Trade Council. So I there for on behalf of the company traders them, waiting we don't benefit and waiting we not able to get it as a Sierra Leonean. First of all, I go able to tell me honorable minister, boku thank you for at least the man where they listen, the office they listen, in deputy, then they listen to the trader, then cry. So with that, I say thank you to them. Then I say a big thank you to President Bio for at least let it feel for we the traders them. Now the government don't do but they not do bokuit with a strain, and the homes and they cry. As master of the program don't say na 3 minutes, I go just jog and small. The government don't do boku provision for at least for bring these informal sectors come to standard. For let we self-waiting and market law feel say yes will belong to the government. We now the government now we they go side by side. Then this foreign exchange way Papa Minister don't talk this now. We appreciate because it may reach a time where you want to go buy markets in China, you want to go Nigeria, you want to go Dubai, you didn't get because of the exchange cost. But this mark where the government don't draw so, it don't make you feel good. We not go hesitate again for what we do, we mark it by we save. First step part together with 10, with 15 for go buy market. Where they go can begin shape to earn you money day. But with the help of the foreign currency, we don't get small collapse panandi. Then again, we they ask the minister, he don't do it in own, but Okuti day for we as a market man. Where we serve day on for love, we pray God let government do and for we. As they say for love, we say the challenges. We get boku challenges and by this market what they do. Number one, we get some bottlenecks them where they make trader in markets they well because of the charges the way they give them. Where you get your load, you don't go put your load in a container, you don't pay so many costs, you don't can our taki. Where you reach in our taki for let you pull and all let be you let you at rest. It not easy. It not easy. The points are there from one place to another, So you find out say if you mean expect say I can't sell quick and I go back, I go double my business. You go spend a month. Because the date when they go say for clear, when you know meet up for clear, that's the night they begin drag you. So do ya with a beg as a trader, let the government or Mr. Minister, as a part of the government, let them go down water key for let them see the reason why they for help we, like how they don't help we pan the dollar. How the dollar don't they so it better small. And then market say when they go and buy. Like we saw we not get sababu for go import and export. But we now from them we they buy. When they don't say dollar don't can down, it can down to them when are the importers there. When we now where they go buy from there, it not can down to we. Because at the same old price we they buy. So then they alone, therefore find a way out for tackle that place. The first step what we they under mama they what they said, we get government price. But now you know they become they say I need a film as a trader, I need a film. So then they alone, therefore help with that side. Then the other challenges that we will get because now on challenge them put me. So
you get the next 2 minutes. One.
Okay, now we as a trader and a market, we market they don't depreciate. We know they're in good standard. Law no can left sit down under we market. Meaning for instance, Congo market. Law no one day sit down one part just broke canon. Then at that time they go bring 100 tons of iron rod. They go bring cement, almost waiting 7 bags of cement. Now where the market's there for let them repair. Papa Minister, do ya go na the markets and they let yourself see. Because if you send people and somewhere go right, you can't be now. You know they go show Papa Minister, you know they show Mama Minister again. So let una self go long and go see. Me market it don't crack. The bridge when are the people and the worker for go inside for go buy to we. That bridge they is not reliable again because we the worker they shake.
Okay.
So do ya let we not get quick call of concern. Let we go government. We they beg for support. Let God make Papa Minister get you away go support her. The helping hand
Thank you.
For let it go able build the market say for rehabilitate say back, now we get them to a good standard.
Thank you. Thank you very much. So we don't hear from Yal Mami and the challenges them. I'm sure questions then come. The Honorable Minister go one for Rob Motpan, some of the things then way Yal Mami don't talk, one for tell you plenty thank you for where you come and where you self don't come talk. Una views them, yeah, we don't hear, we don't listen. I can out to the Deputy Minister for Health, Deputy Minister 1, Dr. Charles Senesi. You get 5 minutes, sir. We want for begin take questions them at 3 o'clock because we get 30 minutes just for questions. I read this press release, we want to pull Nado the 26th of September 2024 about this MIT, the support of $24 million for a project. Take me through in 1 minute within the project debut, in 2 minutes within the timeline, and in 3 minutes within the challenge them, and which you wanna go and let the public hear. So in total 4 minutes, not more.
Thank you very much, Mr. Moderator, and colleagues all. I bring you greetings from the Minister of Health. As we can say, well, body not all man business. And then we at the Minister of Health, we try for cater for the health of everybody in this country. Now we redefine the healthcare, that holistic approach, looking at the life stage model, which means from conception to senior citizen, we address all the factors that will affect you along that journey of life. And some part cases can be unfortunate, whether they fall victim to accidents, to amputations, etc., they become physically disabled. So in respect of that holistic care, the National Rehabilitation Center will not open. We have a very critical facility and dedicated to providing the rehabilitation services in terms of them limbs that they make, them braces, them, etc. And also it foster essential reintegrations for skill back into the community with something to you. And the one we actually innovatively set up this one instead of a double amputee, but because of technology, where they work, you don't even know figure amputee. They claim you will encounter with ease, without even recognize them. So then the MIT, the Massachusetts Institute of Technology, work with we for sort of set up this center. And so they talk now. We get a 24 million worth of prosthetics, braces, orthotics, and lots of other goodies the way they come on the high sea. And we want for use this center as Imran say for data and clinic operations. We have for set up the state-of-art clinic in this part of the world of Africa, especially West Africa. Sierra Leone was once the Athens of Africa, West Africa. Also for education and training, so that we not only for can settle the facility, that skill transfer to our own people. So when the people then go back, we were able to take over the management and production of these prosthetics there. And also the supply chain, how we're able to bring that thing back, how we're able to send it right across the country and monitor them. But very important also is the new technologies where they come, so that robots were able to make some of their limbs there and some of the other braces them. And then we want to take the mobile clinic to the villages to bring us closer to the people that will able to access the facility. But for all do that, we get to develop an infrastructure. And the infrastructure is very crucial because we get a rehabilitation center in Aberdeen there. But it's fit for purpose, but we have challenges. And one of the greatest challenges is now the access to this facility. Among our own brothers and sisters and other people that don't go occupy these streets, even when the big containers they come, they get difficulty for every drive go right up to the facility. And when people that they come in wheelchairs, they're not able to access the facility. If you get emergency ambulances, they're not able to access this facility. So we don't get series of meetings that with your mama, the daddy and brothers and sisters for explaining the facility. The people that are very unhappy, when the specialists they come, they're able to drive go through this pathway for reach the facility. And at some point, we almost stand for lost this $24 million investment because they were going to other country. And we not think, say, as Minister of Health, the custodian of the health of this country, we're not going to let this happen. So we don't hold series of meetings there with all of my men and daddy and brothers and sisters. They will occupy this road they are leading to the facility. And we continue to engage with them. We will hold more than 4 meetings, several ones at UE building. Mr. believe in going to the field. We don't go there, we don't call the traders, the political leadership, the honorable, everybody. We don't sit down for let them make sure say they free this passage for we so they container will come pass and the people don't know vex why we encourage this the facility to go everywhere. But we still get challenges. Now, even today, I just can't pull this one and do for both para small, but tomorrow at 10 o'clock morning, we invite on all the UAB, the 4th floor. Lord go up, not by this business, allow appeal to the people there. We not go sit down, we lost this facility in Sierra Leone. So I think that one of the main issues down there is access to this facility, and we not believe so for give up on we young people that we appeal to them, they go agree today, tomorrow they don't agree. But we say that time we or just say now this time around we big, now big with the big. Let we clear this road here, let the people that not vex by we and take this facility to away from we. We'll go work more tomorrow, deeper and discuss them, but I just can't pull out a door to make sure say we as Sierra Leoneans then, once the Athens of West Africa, let we do the needful, Lord, this facility. I thank you for providing the platform.
Thank you very much. So tomorrow at 10 o'clock, now outside the new building.
4th floor, Minister of Health Conference Room.
4th floor, Minister of Health Conference Room. So for Unawe, did at the 4th Estate, tomorrow 10 o'clock, the Ministry of Health go on for talk to Una and for carry on this discussion further. Yeah, but useful that since now public interest story and this thing here, they happen. I want follow take 10 questions very quickly so that I can just come to the panelists and get them for talk within and then get for respond to the questions. Number 1, Bishe. Number 2, Anidu Manhan. Number 3, 4, 5. So let's do the first 5 quick. Mr. Kamara, yeah.
Mr. Honorable Minister, sir, I thank God you say you took part in the fuel price with the PRA. A worrisome and burdensome suspicion came out over the PRA press release. They say prices of fuel for the month of October. In economics, and then we say the prices of fuel is fluctuating. So therefore, the suspicion the public will get, what is there is Sierra Leone, not the experience, the kind of fluctuation like other countries them, that was very curious from the general public. So I want you to tell me, why did they use the word fixed price for the month of October and not even enough to consider the fluctuation factor? Thank you.
Thank you. Number 2, give the man next to you, Bishe. Number 3.
Yes. Concord Times.
Yeah.
Mr. Minister, we want to know how many factories that we're getting at the country and what's in the goods with the exports.
Thank you.
Mina Kadiatu Sanko from the Times newspaper. Now just a concern to the Deputy Director of Standard Bureau. Then comes the area they see compared to the one in our market. This one they look bigger. You know things anywhere the price per week.
Thank you very much. Good question. Number 4, Basila.
Yeah. My question goes to the Minister of Trade and Industry. Mr. Minister, government in, government out, you know, the focus of government from the Ministry of Trade now for generate revenue and contribute to GDP. As a ministry, what the ministry they do for address the suffering masses in terms of price stabilization?
Thank you. Number 5. Next set of 5 when they put on the upper the council now.
Yes. This question I go for standard bureaus to the cops them. I want to know if they don't visit for no. Now the markets and the price of rice and oil, and for compare to the one way they use the market for the price, like we that woman just asked, yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. 6. Seven.
Thank you very much. My name is Suleiman Chalo. I the report for Expo Media Group 8. Expo Times newspaper and magazine. To the minister and the Marketuma representative, when I talk about this, the stabilization of exchange rate, but you and I know today we go down there for change a dollar is far more higher than the past 1-2 months. As of yesterday, I changed the dollar 2,400,000, some side 2,420,000. But before now, you can change on 2,260,000. And as a result of that exchange rate, every day and then the price of commodities they increase in the market. Some of you want to know, or people out there from Miantina na Kabbalah want to know, why or how we don't stabilize the exchange rate wearing, you know, reflects to the masses.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Number 7, right? I can't to you. I come.
Mina John Kelly Mara, I report for Financial Standard newspaper and Daybreak newspaper. My question is going to the Minister of Trade. Mr. Minister of Trade, you talk about a trade deal, which is very important in case of economic development. But I can take you back from FS publication recently. We talk about saloon unions at foreign goods. You go further for say import bill slum 4%, which is equivalent to £47 million. So with this, Mr. Minister, I'll make you give me
price be good on, but this fair price where they go on, it reflects to the masses. Transportation still they up. A fair price they go down to them. At least we the masses for no say yes. The fair price don't go down because the price they still be the same. Because if you go tell Poda driver say reduce price, you go say either government but they need in a 10,000 still.
Noted. Thank you. Get the gentleman with the glasses at the back. Third go.
Very much. I'm right to Galaxy Radio. Mr. Minister and Standard Bureaus.
Now one question you ask. You only get one question for ask.
Yeah, maybe it will flits around, sir.
All right, sir. Thank you.
The issue of fuel. Before now, just like my brother don't ask.
Is it different from the other question on fuel?
A different, sir.
Okay, all right.
We suffer from buying fuel the time we go 28.5. When we go for go buy, and they give 5 block, 500 at home. And say no day. We suffer greatly. And this time again, and Standard Bureau now regulates them pumping the day. Where you go by now that you don't count on 27.30, if they see 27, as you want to pay 27, they say you for pay another 1,000, which means 28. How much of the monitoring aspect, Mr. Minister of Trade and Standard Bureau, what will they do with regards to fuel at the same time with the regulation of prices? Thank you very much.
Thank you. Give that gentleman there.
My name is Eli Jackson. I'm reporting for CTN. To the Standard Bureau, I want to know if you consider the poor of the poorest in terms of rolling out the income there. So somebody could use for cooked rice and go buy atubitas or lugba. Now we not get any provision for them people in there, and when they come up with anything there.
You know, I don't think so necessarily mean so. I mean, I will redirect your question. What is the pricing formula? Whether it consistent right now? I don't think say get anything for do it. Whether consider the poorest poor. It's about the pricing formula within the conversation where they don't get with the market union. Yeah, because they're not just roll out like that. Then they roll out in show them, meaning several positions they're not happening as you allude to, right? It's a position and the way I take into account the various crop the way they get. Now that make you notice say at the camp.
Yeah.
At the camp. Now that make you notice say I ask specific questions them about atubitas and lugba. right?
Yeah, but he said they don't hold everything, and this is they introduce. You know,
they're introducing it in collaboration with them. They're not a do in isolation.
Now, my question that what are the provision they don't make in terms of replacing the attributors and the logba?
I think not being a follow, but sometimes we echo some of them in the back. Let's move on. One final question. One final one. Yeah, just give this gentleman.
Yes, me na Bobodan Kamara, the right for New Citizen newspaper. My question the director to the Minister of Trade. Your predecessor be popularized the Myro plywood, come with the update number 91. And it make it clear say that they will significantly impact the price of plywood. But we see the reverse. So just like I tell now about the iron ore, would they experience similar thing like that they or una go change?
About iron ore? Or iron rod, okay, all right. So thank you very much. I think that are all of the questions then for today. We don't take, I think, 10 or 11 now. We'll make clear, I'll go and let the minister talk last, because when we talk, that means that's it, we're done for today. So at the count to Jogo, very quickly, in 4 minutes, yeah, let you respond to them questions, and then we'll count to the Honorable Minister.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I want to draw people in mind back when we launched this metrication. Initially, we be per gallon. People in the strain, where they go buy even a half amount of petrol where they need. So we count to the liter. We see improvement. We see number of Okadas, they all increase because of that liter. We count to. So now, for take care of the poor, the poorest. One thing first, you see this na half liter. Now them umakituma they go buy the gallon. They know they go buy them for say na by gallon. Na 20 liter inside the gallon. And this na full 1 liter. So 20 of them, that big, that 5 gallon one, they say 5 gallon. 20 of this, and they flop them. We don't test them, we don't certify them, we don't observe them. So you realize say now the market man go put in price according to how I go buy in gallon. So they go for all man. So if you know you buy full liter, you go buy the half liter. So this back, if you know buy full half liter, we measure them. We put graduation a day. Mr. Chairman, you see the graduation a day. So it measure to what you want. Then you sell give the person.
Yeah.
A day.
Yeah.
So no afraid for them cops here how they roll out. And now with them, we don't verify with them. Now when you come to them copy again for the rest, this where you fully cup, where they we don't measure out with them. 50 of this, it come out exact 50 kilo. So what we do, we regulatory aspect we get for do, we get for reinforce. Both the warehouse and the transportation. And that make do this discussion here, not to just the market man. We don't call out the import the rest, we don't call the one the transportation owners them, because we want put strict laws and we won't follow may NCPC, the Consumer Protection Commission, may then take that tax day. Because any rest where you go short, now the market man will go buy rest and don't short it. I know they pull in money. So we realize now when they don't team with we, then cops here would able to rule them smoothly. And even the poor man, they get worth of his money. So this, we'll just look who do the gallon to the liter, we'll just continue with this. Particularly, then cops here get forgive me. Then the other one where they talk about petroleum, the regulation of the petroleum in terms of the pricing. The petrol, what we can do to go calibrate the machine. We even go to the cash out, then point the one at the sea. Some of the machine, most of them when are 2 digits. You see they write clearly 27.40, 27.30. And still we emphasize where you go buy. Allow me and give the change, ask for a change. ask for a change. Now you're right. Then the Noto Standard Bureau or Ministry of Trade for push on and the wall and consumer. Then you're right. Ask for a change. Then
I'll give you the next 1 minute.
I think for the pricing of the cups there, we don't sit down with the market woman. And the good thing, now they get for producing cups there. The cups then they produce them now, we don't get for import the cups, now they produce them. So it get for be widely available and a cost recovery they make. And the same price of them big cups there, now the market woman they go to sell them, but we they get at cost recovery. And what we don't decide now is that we ensure say for each of the market, because we understand in our 134 market center, the western area, for each of the markets, we ensure say most of the cups then at the market them, so that we will reach this uniform. All man get them cups here for western area, don't move. So for me, I go make the fourth estate, then join we will roll out this thing, so that we all go see any side we get the hiccup with the ministry, then we will streamline, follow go before. And now that Yalma Media, we take the opportunity again because Sierra Leone Traders Council, we don't know if now the umbrella of the petty traders and the trader union. So if not to that, we'll draw inside the engagement for tomorrow because we're almost in at the last stage.
We'll go, I mean, okay, all right. So you are aware of them conversation there for the thing there? Yes. You are aware about them also? So indeed, we think Jogo the talk, not true, right? Say they don't they consult and they don't they talk with the marketuma them. To the question where you ask, young man, no so? This na marketuma and the welfare officer, no so? Yeah, mami. Instead of acknowledge, say, all of them conversation that will don't happen with Standards Bureau with regards to them cop there, they are aware about them. And now they all don't sit down, they talk about them, and they plan as to how for roll out, when for roll out, and which you go get for mean, and the price and all that thing and they. So just so put down the to rest once and for all. Honorable Minister, I think say you go close. No question no come for you. But then when I not forget say 10 o'clock tomorrow, now the Ministry of Health. The ministry and the minister then go on for talk to una journalists. I think say you go get for identify almost the una need and all that, and the una go do that one day now. I mean separately as a ministry. Honorable Minister, over to you. As we round up,
yes.
We get just quick one, sir. By 3:30, some of them one day at the begin tune off.
Okay.
Because we get time with them for 3:30. You get the next 10-11 minutes.
Okay, I will try.
Thank you.
Lateruna, thank you. These are very interesting and very genuine questions as Sierra Leoneans. They're always good for asking questions. I don't have to understand what's in that. But I'll go straight to Yalmami first. It's about the Wataki. I want to tell you, I say we're working on that right now. I'll be forget to mention that. You go to what they call a single window platform. We all them cost away the pay now. One side you they go pay. We pay one side, the money they distribute itself. You know, get back you go then you who self you pay. They work closely with the Ministry of Finance and the Ministry of Transport. We are working on it. We don't do terms of preference for being consultant. By God in power, by next year, then we have a single window way. You know they go past other side again. And no countries they don't do it. We get single window one government. They benefit from taxes. They able to see money go people and they pay for you. They able to undertake the social programs there. It also they reduce bureaucracy and transaction cost. Because the transaction cost have in our Turkey, then they pass on to the final consumer. Now we the people who they go by. I assure you, Almamidane, by next year, then tell they solve. Yeah, would they work on them? In fact, already through the ministry, if you remember, demurrage now 5 working days them mingi, no more. Last year, we can the finance will make the extend from 5 working days to 10 working days. So the demurrage now 10 working days. In fact, recently we work with the clearing and forwarding agencies then, we then go now parliament, we then they talk to Buluri, because first thing we cannot and they charge you holidays and they charge you for me then put a stop to that. So then they say they address them very, very strongly. Yeah? Yes, for reduce that cost there. Then also where camper market, unfortunately market now a devolved function. Law members say will be done decentralize some functions there. A market business na devolve function. It do with the councils there. As a government, this government, matter na Kumra government he gets. They try very hard, but the primary responsibility really, because when they pay market dues, not to government you go, not to where they go. Now the council. So if the council can allocate even 20% of the total revenue per year for say that they rehabilitate market, then we don't go far. But we go try. As I say already, with the plan for rehabilitate or upgrade markets then at the border towns, then you know we don't get money for that. Then they will come on soon. We try for build another market at the western area. I don't get a message. We go try. But I go advise them when I go to city council and then primarily get that responsibility. There, yeah. Another thing where I wonder inside why we forget for talk, but now Standards Bureau. One thing, somebody asked a question on imports where I just want to go the quick and exports. One told them about we import and export small. Standard Bureau don't try, but no meet major international standards. Recently, I get approval from the colleague cabinet ministers for law for the joint venture law meet minimum international standard. So in that case, one Standards Bureau don't check, they don't certify. You can export anything, any sign of the world, including fish. Something and they will export completely, but will not get all the machinery. We work towards that. By the end of next year, I mean, we don't do all the studies, we don't get all the analysis, how much it will cost, we go do them. Again, price fluctuations per field. Now, average price now they take. You understand? And prices then they fluctuate globally, but at the end of the month, they take the average price. Now, the average price, now they make your analysis on. Now, make you consider, and they will say the month of October, then the month of November. Now, the average price of the month, now they focus on. Again, I can tell you for factories, the last 3 years, now 30 factories then don't open at this country. The figure we give us so now the last 1 year we don't go to 245 million. And I've been telling you that number, if I don't go up, if not to them unnecessary political tension will bring in this country. Because some Monday one can again disabled yanda una this, una that, so it's go this no they go Senegal and Uganda. So important for law keep the peace and stability of the country for they will attract for direct foreign investment. Then export, somebody they talk about export. I mean for 2023 imports rather, primary exports they really now agricultural products, manufactured products, the mineral products. But the total value of imports for last year now $2.2 billion, including minerals and all. And primary possible panandi now the Chinese now they do the imports most of we goods there. Then on price stabilization, I honestly agree with you. The person who asked that question, you know, the world today, the last 5-6 years, we meet tough time at the world where it's just difficult. This na fact, this na reality. It begin from the COVID. Just to return the COVID, they don't possibly they think say, we don't stabilize the economy, then they pick up. Now in the war come on at Ukraine, and you know then here you the said you want they far, but that route there, now they but in the pass. You understand? And this story happened at the Middle East back, but couldn't they come on and pass that route today. So for example, for freight and for ship things, it don't go up by over 40% at the market today. So at the back, the only way we can do anything you able to do for produce what you need, it help you look your bus. We're not the crowd wait for your bus again. Rest back, now they get for happen the next couple of years. By next year, this year, all the harvest will see. Already, I can tell you that this. The importation of rice, it don't reduce by over 20%. By the end of the year, hopefully we'll eat 30%. You know what means we produce locally, they will try for consumer locally. You understand? But government, I can tell you for over 3 years, government is subsidized fuel. Fuel, if we're supposed for buying like, let's say 27,000 for liter, government will put 5,000 for liter. All the taxes so government is supposed to collect, government nobody collect and pump fuel. Oh yes, because if it been left and so, it be for bad person. We see what happen in Nigeria, we see what happen in Kenya. So now government take the losses, government take the hit for that. But we continue for try. Then we come fuel price drop in international market to know the Western, we they drop and we go continue for try. Yeah? The dollar, that's true, it don't stable small, but you know, this thing will get something with global thing there, how you import, how you export, and not over a period. I don't say they go up small, but the rest assured, by the time we go into November, just now we'll go get a lot of products already harvest, it will begin drop back. Yeah? Then Mr. Jogo don't talk about fuel in pump price. And then Myro, Myro, the company is ongoing, the rest assured. You know, you plan, let make stability good. You the plan, you they assume say the country go stable. But people they bring unnecessary things there. They are bogged down there. Myro them before done from last year. But as I said, the one of the way to of busy, they create unnecessary tension now. But they tell you say the ongoing, the second factory, I mean, they don't open now, the machines that don't come, would they on track for make them begin produce plywood, right? And the price of plywood will drop. I can assure you that. Then cement back, at some point the price of cement, it will drop. All length year, if we look this year, the season, it lasted longer. Construction fully not begin. So it affects good things and 30 days in the camp. Yeah. You know, but things like iron rod, plywood, and with this iron rod, plywood, cement, the price will drop up in the market between now and the first quarter of next year by God in power. Yeah. So Myro, then they're on track. Then recruit quite a number of Sierra Leoneans there. So with this few response on some of them here, if anybody wants any further clarification, when I can come our office, we'll get a unit we'll go down. Once again, I tell you that thank you, I appreciate it. It's an opportunity for interact because some of them here, if you not care, you not go understand, you not go you not go nothing that happen. This set, it go help you now. Follow go tweak some of the policies there based on their questions there when I don't ask. I tell you that thank you.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Honorable Minister. Thank you, Deputy Minister, Dr. Charles Tennessee, Jogo, Standards Bureau. Thank you, Yalmami. I tell you plenty. Thank you for waking us up today. Till next week, and thank you again to the Deputy Minister and Mionkoto, Laribasi. I tell you plenty. Thank you. Till next week, Mina Imran Sila de say tata.
Are you tired of watching or listening to uninteresting television channels? Then your worries have been addressed, as the SLBC Podium is the answer to your concern.
The SLBC television show, The Podium, is one of the programs you can't afford to miss as a guest or a viewer.
Oh yes, Podium is the show where the mighty and the low will like to sit, because it is a trusted medium to channel your views, concerns and aspirations for Sierra Leone and other happenings around the globe.
Podium is where you get breaking news, because everyone wants to talk to us. If you hear it on Podium, ask no further.
Don't forget to join us every midday from Monday to Friday as we ask the hard questions that you otherwise would have asked to the newsmakers, the movers and shakers of events.
Don't miss the opportunity to be part of Sierra Leone's topmost midday show, The Podium, where the agenda is set for others to follow. Thanks for watching. God bless you. Goodbye.
financial stability is paramount. The power of investment has shaped the global economy for decades, from the stock market to real estate. Individuals and businesses alike have recognized the potential for exponential growth through smart investment decisions. Few years ago, in the captivating West African nation, Sierra Leone, Sierra Leone Limited was established with the determination to develop an unlimited agricultural activities in Bari and Puget chiefdoms, engaging in the procurement of goods and services, organizing educational outreaches, and creating robust unity among youth for community development initiatives, with a well-furnished mini-mart operating in the western area of Freetown, serving as a pillar to the growth of the company, and it will soon be transformed into a multifaceted super farm and a state-of-the-art gas station, which is at its completion stage.
Botma, in our local language, Bende, to be specific, means help. The reason behind the Botma is to mitigate poverty, where I come from, people involved into farming, but yesterday with farming, not commercial farming, they only involved into basic farming, you understand, to feed the people. But for instance, we Botma, we want to move from that direction, you understand, we implement commercial farming. So that's why we choose Botma, to help out people, reach out to people, give out to people.
Business diversity is an essential strategy in building a robust investment portfolio by spreading investments across different asset classes. With approximately 3 years in existence, Botma has been able to fly above sea level, touching and changing lives of residents around its operational areas and the county as a whole. Dedication and commitment is what have been keeping them going as a team and has led them on the right trajectory.
We have 4 operational areas of Botma. First of all, where we are now, this is one of our operational areas. We have our farm, we have up to 100 acres. We have our mini-mart, we have a very established mini-mart in the extreme west, Freetown, Meshkem. We have our filling station, which is in progress. We have virtual infinity stage. Going further, we are planning to see how we will push above our height.
In its agricultural venture, which is geared towards creating jobs and food sufficiency, over 100 acres of land have been utilized towards the cultivation of mixed crops of cocoa beans, sorghum, rice, groundnuts, banana, and many more.
We get 100 acres of land. Out of this 100 acres of land, we get 60% when sorghum, 20% when rice, the other 20% when groundnut. Out of this 100 acres, all over the 100 acres, cocoa bean now dominate all the 100 acres.
We are promoting local content. The harvest from the farm, especially, except for those for the sorghum. The sorghum now we sold to Brewery to support the farm, the workers for Botma company. Then also with the rice, for the rice and the groundnut, we give out to community people as a loan. We expect in return so that they can able to be self-employed, self-reliance. We also create job opportunities for our youth in that particular place and also the country as a whole.
Long-term investments can yield substantial gains over time. The introduction of a mini-mart was due to the challenges faced by residents of Meshkem community to acquire quality goods and food provision with a suitable community price. We go beyond just making personal profits, but making the community comfortable for residents.
You can see the community, there is no market around there. So there is constrained people moving from here all the way down to Funkia Market or Lumley to get items like provisions, bag of rice, and the likes. So we open Botma and mini market here to help the people, as the name implies, Botma. Because of the constraint people have been facing to go down the Funkia Market. So when we open this market, we are having mass sales. Our aims and objectives are to have branches. And also for the meantime, we have been having mass sales. So our motive here is to transfer this mini mart to super farm. Because a lot of customers around or a lot of people around, they are asking for medicines also when they come to buy. So we also notice that this is also another challenge in this environment. So also soon we'll transform from mini mart to super farm, where you go to pharmacies to start to sell medicines and the likes.
The power of investment lies in its ability to create opportunities for financial growth and security. With careful planning, strategic thinking, and continuous education, anyone can harness this power for their own benefit.
We have a very good relationship with our business partners and other investors. You know, as I said earlier, we are open up and we are yearning to go to international, and we'll soon be there. So we have a very good relationship. More especially what we are yearning for, we are pushing hard to get a very good relationship with the government of Sierra Leone, Ministry of Agriculture to be specific, and that of Ministry of Trade.
We have a very superb relationship with community people and with key relevant authorities. Looking at the fact that we are intending to export, having done some of our harvesting by December or November, then we will be collaborating with other agencies.
Education plays a pivotal role in empowering individuals to make informed investment decisions. There are countless resources available for those looking to grow their wealth through investment.
Football, even supporting pressure youth organizations in our society. So we have a very good relationship.
That's why we don't too many people. We don't a lot. The very environment where we have our minimums.
As you know, we have been organizing programs, giving out some of our CSR projects. We give out school learning materials to schools. Then we even support the youth organizations.
The journey of investment is not just about making money. It is about building a better future for oneself and contributing to the socio-economic growth of our society with an informed decisions. Botima Sierra Leone Limited, the pride of Sierra Leone.
My name is Cecilia Alice Cisse. I'm a broadcast journalist based in Freetown, working for the Sierra Leone Broadcasting Corporation. Growing up as a child, I was taught there were 18 ethnic groups in Sierra Leone. Among them are the Limbas, whom like other ethnic groups are known for agriculture and palm wine tapping, and the Mandingos, who are more like business people. But over the years, there have been numerous reports of inter-ethnic conflicts across the country. Notable among those conflicts is between the Mandingos and the Limbas in Bewa Chiefdom decades ago.
As a ministry, we are aware of complaints being made even before my time as Minister of Local Government and Community Affairs of the situation in Bewa Chiefdom, which still needs to be dealt with as other issues nationwide, community, ethnic issues that are very sensitive for those communities and those involved. To date, we know that there are still active actors involved in that particular situation.
Interestingly, my paternal lineage is from this town, Kamabai, Biwa Chiefdom. And this is my second time ever of being here. But unfortunately, I cannot speak any of the languages. Like many other people, I've heard stories about the conflict amongst the ethnic groups here, particularly the Limbas and Madingos. One account is saying that the conflict hinged on cattle rearers and crop farmers, while other accounts say it's based on the struggle for power, precisely the ascendancy to the chieftaincy. So, I am on this journey to find out what really happened. But as I proceeded, it was made abundantly clear that the conflict between crop farmers and cattle rearers is very common, just as in other chiefdoms across the country. However, what stood out clearly is the Limba ethnic group claiming to be in the majority, original inhabitants and custodians of the chiefdom. Hence, leadership belongs to them.
It originated from Suluku. Suluku was a warrior.
It originated from Suluku, a warrior who drove out the enemies, then believed to be the locals and claimed the entire Biwa chiefdom. But he was never a paramount chief. However, his first male child, Kalawa I, was elected the first paramount chief of Biwa Limba chiefdom. The daughter of Suluku, called Titi, fell in love and got married to Chief Nonko Sheriff at Karine village, of which Suluku was against. Titi therefore left Kabumbang and went to her uncle at Kamagwembe, who tied the knots between Titi and Chief Nonko Sheriff. And eventually, Titi gave birth to her kids with Chief Nonko Sheriff. But notwithstanding, those children are not eligible for chieftaincy.
But notwithstanding that not give them the right to say therefore be chief.
Across the entire northern region of Sierra Leone, women are barred from contesting or holding chieftaincy titles. Therefore, male offsprings of a woman born in a chieftaincy family are considered not qualified and illegitimate to the ascension of the title.
And over and above that, people may even provide 2 sections them for the Mandingos them.
But over and above, our people had provided 2 sections for the Madingos. They have the Karina section and the Balandugu section. So they have their own section chiefs out of the 9 sections of Biwa Limba chiefdom, which I think they now understand the situation and know that they came as settlers here. And sometimes they admit to that.
Admit that yes, na can then come.
The Madingos, who on the other hand feel equally entitled, claim their legitimacy to the paramount chieftaincy of Biwa chiefdom is by treaty and not by birth whatsoever.
My legitimacy or our legitimacy has a direct contact. Our great-grandfather was the king in Sierra Leone, King Alpha Matsiri. He signed a contract with the British government in those days as a king, and he was on stipendium. So from there on, settled a Karina, and there we had the privilege of contesting him from our great-grandfather, not from the mother side.
The German-trained physician contested and won the 2006 Biwa Paramount Chieftaincy election, which processes were boycotted by Limba sections and 4 ruling houses, 2 of which are in Kamabai and 2 in Kabumban towns.
I went there legitimately, signed, went through the process. They refused to take part in the election for reasons best known to them. I was crowned, elected, starting function.
3 years later, Dr. Alpha Sheriff was put under pressure by the Ernest Bai Koroma administration to be removed from office.
Made allegations, set up a commission of inquiry on me. Up to the time I'm talking to you, nothing was published. No white paper, only with permission instructing the provincial secretary for me to hand over the staff, which I refused. I told them not over my dead body, because my right. It's not appointment. It doesn't please the president, Dr. Sierra Leone Chief. The people, my people, voted for me. I have no problem. I have problem only with just few people. And Kumar I have problem with. Finish.
It's not a good thing. We need to put up our right gears to address it, because those will come as little drops, and before you realize, they transform themselves into early warning, and then there we are. And we don't want a repeat of what happened. So yes, we know about it, and we are concerned as peace activists.
Then, a case was brought against him in a formal court system.
I was on my way to Freetown when they stopped me at the checkpoint at pile up. They said they have instruction from the IG to collect staff from me. An ordinary policeman. I said, you ordinary policeman? By then, I don't know who was then, the LUC or whatever. They called him. I said, no, I will not give it up. They detained me at McKinney, then took me to the CID. I was there 2 days. They were asking for that. I said, I will not hand it over. Thrown into Pandemba Road. The next day, I appeared before Wellington, Magistrate Wellington. He read the charges to me. My lawyer is still Dr. Abubakar Jabi, because he conducted. After this happened, after the so-called Commission of Inquiry, which they set up 3 good months, up to the time I'm talking to you, I was not handed over any result. How can you take an action?
That symbol of authority in question is fed missing in the custody of the judiciary. But with this receipt from the Office of Master and Registrar, Dr. Sheriff has assured hopes.
Only the judiciary can tell me where they kept my staff. It was a bail bond. I gave it to the custody of the judiciary, which I have a receipt, an official receipt for it, and trying to ask for them, they are pretending that it's missing, but it's a game.
And in his absence, while he was battling with the state in court, a new Paramount Chief election was conducted and won by Chief Salifu Kalawa from one of the 2 ruling houses in Kamabai town.
They made an election in order to eliminate us. Our section was dropped out of 9 sections, the whole section, with only 8 Christians. To carry it out to this moment.
More continue peace. We get on peaceful. We play and laugh. We Paramount Chief they go there.
We're at peace with them. We play and laugh, and a Paramount Chief sometimes visit, eat and celebrate together. But we know that they are not a ruling house to stand up for power against us. The issue is between them at Kaina and Bumban.
Now then with Bumban, do ya? Now then picking them be giddy. Now then get right for make Ajo day for stand for power.
The Madingos are looked upon as people who came in as strangers. For them, according to the Limbas, the Madingos are not entitled to any chieftaincy setting. But the Madingos have lived side by side with them. They have grown bigger. They have done intermarriages as well. And so the Madingos themselves feel that they are part of it. But I'm sure that would have been a very good arrangement between them. But what has exacerbated the problem, what has moved it to higher height, is the interference, the political interference. Now here was a situation under Tijan Kaba, one of our ex-presidents. He had to install a Madingo chief, to the discomfort of the Limbas, who thought it's their right. They are the people who actually hosted the Madingos initially when they came. And shortly after that, when Tijan Kaba left the political scene, then took over Ernest Bai Koroma. He in turn went and dethroned that particular chief who was installed by Tijan Kaba on behalf of the Madingos, and then he installed a Limba chief, satisfying the Limbas. Yeah. So these two factors have been playing out in the face of conflict out there. Limbas think they have been, left behind. The Madingos think they have not played very well, and each group will push their own blame to one of those leaders.
The conflict has left a scar and devastated the socio-economic livelihoods of the people in the 9 sections of the chiefdom.
Once Limba, Madingo, Fula, over one word.
As we are here, we need peace. We want Madingos, Limbas and Fulas to live as one, so we can sustain our lives. We want government to bring us together.
So one leg government join me together. They'll get peace standing.
There is no one accord in this town. We need peace. Government should help us to bring peace in Briwa so that everything, including business, will flow normal. Anything government says, we are ready to obey for peace to prevail.
For more than a decade, Dr. Alpha Sharif has, through several correspondences, been making follow-ups on his case. In this letter, for instance, dated 7th February 2018 to ex-President Ernest Bai Koroma, the medical doctor was still seeking answers to plot his removal from the office as paramount chief. 3 months later, he wrote to Koroma's successor, Julius Madabio, and outlined how he ascended the throne and subsequent occasion in Ham meted out on him.
I believe in justice and love. Let me repeat myself, I have no problem with the tribe as a whole, Limba. Just a handful of them who are finding a way to bring problem to the country, but they are not my problem. I will still continue to keep to the peace and listen. I've addressed my issue to the present government. I'm waiting for them to hear from them.
It's a serious situation. In such a scenario where you have 2 sets of people thinking that they all have rights to the chieftaincy, one, we want to recommend the amalgamation of the chiefdom. One in favor of those who are living on the side of the Madingos and another on the side of the Limbas. Then both amalgamated chiefdoms will stand aloof from one another, and they will go about bringing out their own chiefs. And in that kind of scenario, you will not have the Limbas will come up with their Limba chiefs, and the Madingos will come up with their own Madingo chiefs. If not the amalgamation, but then maybe we can talk about the rotational setting, wherein if the Limbas have produced one chief this time, when his demise comes, then it rotates over to the other. But there are levels of conflict when you talk about those kind of conflict, and the area that has generated for the highest level of this conflict is what we refer to as the overt conflict. You can see it clearly, it is being manifested everywhere. There are frictions, there are tensions. So in that case, I wonder if rotation will work.
The amalgamation, if it's good, will set up the matter correctly. What I did, I'm not praising myself, but how many people will say no to a sitting president saying, I will not give you this? We are not many.
This is obviously a very complex and sensitive issue. Even the government is careful to handle it.
For us as a ministry, it is for us to find the right methodology of actually dealing with issues of that nature.
Now, this appears to be a prolonged catch-22 situation that continues to quietly brew on Broadway.
When no get nothing, you people that know what you. You no get money, you people that know I know you. Oh, me brother there with us all in Africa. With the poor and there with us all in Africa. 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 Every brother with us all in Africa.
Tues?
Yes, I get Tues.
Well, Fabul, good evening and welcome to the program. We use the program